Welcome to Dragon's End, a one shot ran for a few of my fine patrons for Patreon. In this story, which connects to my Friday game and my Sunday game, which will be restarting here so shortly. Um, they will be dealing with a problem that's plagued my campaign setting for some time, specifically the dragon Ashmedea, the demon princess of greed, the matriarch of red dragonkind, and destroyer of the tower at Rostagar, and the thief of the runestones from Thorn's Moonblade. Most specifically, an individual member of the Grey Order, an order that has existed since the signing of the Covenant of the Ascended, a concordat that keeps deities from uh, messing with and manipulating the lives of mortals on the plane of Urs. This concordat was signed by the gods and the Grey Order, a group of very powerful individuals who fought back the abominations, the bastards of creation, deities that were born in very strange manners that were not conducive to a world. Um, just very powerful beings that sought to destroy the world after they were defeated by this order. The order forced the deities, who had seen their power, into citing this concordant and stopping the manipulation of man, elf, dwarf, halfling, and the like. Um, Zelbor, recent, comparatively recent, addition to the Grey Order, was there on the day that Ashmedea destroyed the tower at Rostagar, witnessed her escape from the material plane into her home plane, and immediately left that place to go and request of the Grey Order um, the ability to punish Ashmedea and recover the runestones. This process was not a very quick process by any stretch of the imagination. A long time was spent discussing in council the merits of doing this, and bringing forth the allegations that were made against the demon prince Ashmedea. Finally, he was allowed to form a group who would set to Naricon, the hell where Ashmedea resides, to kill her on her home plane so that she would be effectively banished from the material plane for 100 years. This happens in the plane of Cosmocalau, sorry, pronunciations are sometimes hard, also known as the Grey Hole. It is said to be where creation started, and it's also where the Grey Order um, has its home base. Um, Zelbor has called for the individuals to meet him at the Somewhere Else Well, which is a large ring of adamantine emblazoned with markings from all different types of mages who have existed over the years and have tried to wrest this place to their own control and have failed. But this ring now serves as a perfect planar portal to any location one would want to go from this place. Anywhere that exists inside of the Unending Spiral can be reached from this very place. Who amongst you, besides Zelbor, would be the first to arrive, do you think?
100% it would be myself.
All right. You all see, Zelbor, yeah, you see Dryson, who you know decently well. He sat upon many of the councils regarding your attempt to deal with Ashmedea. He is a very elderly looking elf, whereas most elves don't show signs of age. Dryson has many features which most would consider human like, showing a bit of his age. He has existed for what you understand to be millennia, and he serves as one of the longest running members of the Grey Order. He approaches you. Go ahead, Chris.
So we're doing the thing. We are indeed. It's about time someone actually took care of this.
And the others?
Hopefully they'll be getting here soon, but, well, honestly, I expect one of them to be slightly late, like he usually is.
If they're arriving past when I am, they're all late.
Fair enough.
I would presume that the soldier would be next in line, arriving thereafter. A human, a very rare sight to be sure, in the Grey Order, as many don't live very long, and many aren't as close to the things that would grant immortality, whereas elves come from the Feywild, and Archfey and the Lachey, their predecessors, were able to find those secret bastions of longevity. Humans, not so blessed. However, Shade lives, eternally so. He is known as the Undying Soldier. Um, and he approaches in his red glass armor with a very massive and very ornate looking Parnak axe. He bears the traditional features of a Parnan fighting man, and he steps out before you.
Jason, it's good to see you again.
And you as well.
And you must be Zelbo.
I am. Nice to make your acquaintance. I've heard many quite interesting things, which I wouldn't mind asking you a bit more about in depth afterwards.
Yes, there will be time for that. I imagine. So we intend to travel to the Ashmodeus realm. Is that correct?
That's the plan. I doubt that Asmodee would come to us, so.
Very well.
Approaching together, you see two elves. One of a pale skin, very fair. Her hair also very white. She wears red leather armor, and her gauntlets, her bracers, appear to be bright red as well. But looking at them, you can see what appears to be kind of plates set for the gauntlets, and every so often you can see what looks like a face kind of shimmer on the lacquering of the gauntlets, an ogre face. It just sort of flashes across them. Walking next to her is a very regal looking elf of a more natural bend than Dryson. He wears a pair of what appear to be hart's antlers or uh, some sort of smaller antlers upon a crown that he wears on his head, kind of purplish in color. On his right arm, he wears a blue elven archer's bracer or pauldron, and he wears very regal looking green robes that seem to show the symbol of Kasheathea on his shoulder. The two approach. Um, Go ahead.
Ah, well met all. I see that we have a very strong starting to this group on this great adventure of ours for the greater good.
So John, when Byron is with Elamra.
Correct. You two
Okay.
are kind of
Yeah.
inseparable.
She's standing behind and not saying a word.
So-
Is she a certain season, John? Just
She's
curious.
a shadow elf, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so she's not one of the seasons, the four.
She would be most related to winter,
Okay,
like your brother.
yeah.
And you said there was like an ogre sort of thing flashing on the gauntlets or whatnot?
Yeah, if you'd like to make an intelligence history check for me, you might know something about the arms.
Well, while I do that, Zelbor would probably say something like, "Is that an ogre on your arms, or are you just happy to see me?"
She would roll her eyes and say, "Oh God, and one of them."
It's a 12.
That sounds exactly like what Kristen would say. Well played. You aren't familiar with these gauntlets, but you're pretty sure there's some sort of soulbound item or some sort of sentient item.
You said history, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
And last, certainly not least, you see approaching everyone notices approaching. A tall, very muscular merfolk. His head tail just casually set upon his shoulder. His armor very regal and ornate. Looks like it's piecemeal in a bit of a way. Looks like there's kind of a center chassis to the full plate that looks like it might be of Parnac make, like it might have been made in the northern lands like Stormloft or the like. He wears kind of like greaves and skirt dressing, studded dressing over his waist that looks like it comes from kind of the lower lands, closer to the shore. He wears a very strange set of mechanical wings on his back, which look like they're kind of set to be like pauldrons or defenses, maybe something you might see in current day Rostagar. And in his hand he carries a trident which glows bright yellow at its tip. And over his head there's a bright halo that seems to kind of glow with like an arcane ring around the top of his head. Also, every so often you see the tip of his head tail kind of glimmer and glow as well, a light bluish color. And he steps forward. Zelbor, he definitely doesn't look like the paladin you recall, even though he was heroic at that time, but it looks like he is matured greatly.
Right.
When I could see him, I would be like, Zelbor, old
And
buddy, old pal.
Yeah,
It's
Zelbor
so good
would
to see you.
give you the dirtiest possible look and just be like, I have a bone to pick with you.
With me,
Yes, with
that
you.
possibly be?
You never responded to whether or not you were coming to my wedding, and you never sent a gift. I mean, granted, it was like 360 years ago, but still, I'm hurt.
Oh, I am so sorry, my friend. I have been so busy.
You think about it
But
mentally for a
come
second,
here.
Malik, and 360 or so years ago, you're pretty sure you were engaged in battles at Dragon's Bay, fighting the Kraken out of the bay to ensure the safety of all the merfolk within.
Right. I don't want to bring that up, though. This is my best buddy, so I'd go give him a huge hug and, like, kind of crack his back with the hug and be like, like that.
Love it.
Zelbor,
Oh, it's
you're
so
my
good to
best
see you
friend.
again.
Like of mice and men.
Can't breathe.
The rest of you look on,
Oh.
and I mean, you are definitely kind of moved by this showing of emotion. But as you're kind of, winding down from that, another figure kind of enters out onto this promenade around the gate. You see a figure with white hair kind of step out, wearing a gray robe. Underneath just simple leathers, and he steps forward to the ring and looks to you. Are you ready, Zelbor? You would all know this individual as Nayland Balcard, Adrian Terraner, the Grey Ogre, the Mithril Reaver, the one who death dealt the abominations, the master of the Grey Order. He steps forward to the ring and says, again, whenever you're ready.
I just sort of like look around and anyone object, or we all good?
Good.
Let's do it.
We are ready.
Came all this way, right?
And before I send you off, Dryson, your dealings in the city of Rostagar and the world have come to my attention. When you're done with this matter, we will have words.
Okay.
Oh!
He moves his hand very quickly, like in an almost like unnatural fashion. You see just kind of a blur of fingers as he kind of maneuvers them around, and you see an arcane mark, which is very similar to the Grey Order symbol, the bird that you've seen, but surrounding it is like a network of arcane circles, glyphs, squares. He drew it so quickly, but yet the matter of the thing is it's something that it might take a lesser arcanist decades to craft. Places his hand upon the ring, and you see thousands of these glyphs, all different, appear upon the ring. The space inside of the ring changes from being just kind of looking through space to a flat panel, bridge that kind of breaks reality, and you see on the opposite side what appears to be a hellish landscape. Everything is singed black. You see what look to be trees, but they appear to be petrified trees, kind of slowly burning. And in the sky above, in this space, you can see tangles of stone winding towards this center point. It appears whatever this plane you're moving into, what you would know as Naracon, the hell for the Demon Prince of Greed, it appears that it is a demi-plane, very different to the material plane. And it seems it's kind of like a hollow world with this center core, this heart-like core in its center. The way is open.
I would enter first, but I think somebody a little bit heavier armored should step.
Without hesitation, Shade steps through.
Okay.
I jump through after.
The two of you stepping through notice an immediate change in temperature and climate. It goes from being kind of a nice, kind of well-temperate 70 degrees to kind of a scorching 90 or so. Malik, you haven't felt this kind of tangible kind of since you were on the plane of fire, where you were helping Zelbor along in locating his crown. You move on through, and all enter into the space, and behind you the gate shuts. You know your way out, and you can see that there are several different paths that lead up to this one massive centerpiece. You also notice that the plane besides what you're looking at is very barren. There don't appear to be any living creatures, any demons, or anything to that effect in and or about the plane.
Right. Well, glad it feels like a proper temperature, but let's proceed.
I agree. And walk along.
All right. You find one of these bridges that leads up to the heart and start making your way there. Reflecting upon it, those of you who are trained in religion would know that the reason why the plane doesn't exhibit what would be normal for hells, denizens, creatures who kind of torture the others, is torture the souls that come to this hell, is because there's no need for it. When a soul is brought to Naracon, you can see that they are bound to the trees. Every so often, you can see a face stuck, locked in these petrified trees, staring up at the heart of avarice, this center piece. And from their perspective, and from your perspective as well, it seems to gleam, seems to kind of resonate with this just need to be taken. You want it. You don't supernaturally want it. It's just a very pleasing sight to behold. And something about the way that it settles inside of the center of this plane kind of forces your attention to it. And you can see that all of the souls or persons who are locked in this place are kind of bound to be forced to look at it and desire it for eternity. You make your way up the bridge. You find that there is one and only one entryway into this place. Smoke seems to billow out the sides of this door. And directly above you there appears to be one of the chimneys, which are kind of like the four valves of the heart that's kind of pulsing out smoke as well. You make your way in, and one second. All right, test number 1. Let's see if this thing will load. It's kind of big.
Oh, this is very nice.
Bottom. Oh, that's pretty.
Yep. So the bottom right, and
No, I'm saying that's what my character says.
okay.
Oh.
Oh my.
The magma in front of you seems to glow with kind of a goldish tint. It doesn't seem to be just liquid fire and stone. It appears to be something more valuable that kind of sits inside of this molten pit directly in front of you. You do notice that up ahead too, past this kind of small molten bound of fire, there's a very massive pile of coin.
Oh boy.
Guilders.
Thought so.
Guilders galore. Mostly guilders, and there are some imperial pieces as well. All sorts of different coinage from different civilizations, cultures, and probably spanning generations. And a pile of other different treasures set up upon a pile as well. Standing amongst that pile, which I don't think you can see directly yet, seems to be a very large humanoid figure with bat-like wings that seems to be kind of casting a shadow over all of the treasure. And directly north of you, past the entrance, kind of off to the right from where you'd be proceeding, there appears to be a wall of fiery smoke that seems to block your passage north.
Well, they've certainly brought out the welcome mat for us.
Keep your wits about you.
I never leave without them.
Who goes there? You hear from the other side of the pillar between you and the pile of treasure. It seems that the silhouette has spoken.
That
We're
doesn't
door-to-door
look like a-
salesmen. Can we interest you in a vacuum cleaner?
Are you giving it to me for free?
That depends.
Then leave it as an offering. Back to your tree.
Yeah, we don't have trees.
Do you need a tree? I can get you set up with a tree.
Okay, someone else talk to him. I don't think he's understanding me.
I would step forward and be like, this is Malik Damphir of the Grey Order, and we
He's
are
back.
here to exact justice upon the demon Ashmedea.
You said a lot of words, and that's fine. But if you're not here to leave a gift, I have to ask you to leave. If you wish to
No, we came-
speak with the Queen of Avarice, then you must answer my question.
Yellow.
Look at Zell, like, what the hell?
You see him clinged off into a ditch. No.
What is the question?
The question is such. I cannot see you. Step forward. I cannot give you the question if I cannot see.
I'd like to hide behind
I'd
the
step-
pillar.
You come around the pillar and you see standing amongst the pile of wealth is a pit fiend. It stares at you with its golden hot eyes, kind of burning golden hot, and stares directly at you. Good. What Go ahead.
I would like to cast Druidcraft and offer the seed that is taken from it to him as a gift.
Okay.
Something that will last through the ages and will grow and get better with time.
Do you drop it into the pile?
Yes.
You see the seed start to wither away and become nothing more than dust on the pile. He looks to it, and then he looks to you. An unworthy gift.
You hurt my tree.
So, what's the question?
A metal, neither black nor red, and as heavy as the dwarf's greed. what you do to stay ahead with friend or foe, or arrow and steed.
It's a riddle.
Well, yes. Can you give us 1 second? I just sort of
Turn and consult.
turn
Can
and
you
consult-
can you say it again?
A metal neither black nor red, as heavy as man's golden greed, or dwarf's golden greed. What you do to stay ahead with friend or foe, or arrow and steed.
Lead.
Right, so I just turn around, look at everyone. I have no fucking idea what he's talking about. Should we just kill him?
As Shade speaks the word lead, Shade, you kind of see the smoke to the side slowly kind of dissipate a bit, and you can see through it, but it still persists. And what you see is that the cavern continues to the north.
So that
All right. And hold on a second.
Are you moving? I'm behind, so I can't see what everybody else is doing.
That's cool.
Are we moving?
So you see that the cavern continues to the north. Do you start to make your way through the smoke?
Sure.
Perfect. Zelbor leading.
Follow Zelbor.
Okay. The smoke is very hot, very dense and thick. It kind of forces you to cough, and as you get into it, you kind of are able to breathe fine because of the wraps, the Grey Order bands. But your eyes still kind of water a bit, and your sight becomes poor for a moment. And as you all step forward, you enter into a small hallway that seems to lead to a maybe 25, 30 foot wide, 30 foot deep door, or 30 foot deep. It's 30 by 30. It's the size of the room. Wow, I'm bad at this. The entirety of the walls are covered with different shapes of mirror, and it seems that there are a couple of windows on the side walls that are kind of turned sideways, or kind of like at like diagonal angles. They appear to be built like windows that have just been kind of set off center. On the back wall, there appears to be a double door that leads out onto a balcony. And sitting right before those doors is a very massive chair. And sitting in that chair is a woman in a very fine dress. She appears to be kind of gently kind of stroking the side armchair, or the armrest. And then you see a bird kind of fly in from seemingly nowhere and land on the armrest. The bird has multicolored feathers on its tail, and the dress that the woman wears seems to have the markings of a cultist of Ashmedea. The woman looks up to you, and you see that in her other hand, the one that wasn't kind of fiddling with the chair, is a deck of cards. Her eyes kind of show her smile before it starts to form on her lips, and she says, "Zelbor, we meet again."
John, can I interrupt? Do we know the lore that's in the lore area of? Do we know that information
Sure.
as characters? Okay, so we know who this.
It appears to be Lasatu, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes, well, you know me. I just tend to follow pretty women around all the time.
Well, you just missed me in Rostagar last week.
I heard. It was tragic. I was coming especially to see you.
Did you
But
come?
I figured I'd just come here.
Did you come for the stones? I'm done with them, she says.
I mean, the stones are one thing. I figured, we could play cards a little bit.
Oh.
And I would like to say, at this point,
interesting.
I shoot the deck out of my little, sleeve pocket and just sort of hold it and fiddle with my cards right now.
She grins. You don't mean a reading. You want to actually play a competitive game of cards? That sounds boring. I thought you were asking me for a reading. I'd be more than happy to tell you your fate.
Oh, I already know my fate. I felt like a little bit of competition. It's so hard to actually find people who can keep up with me nowadays.
Well, I do feel that such short games are so boring, especially after the fruition of me winning the game I've been at for so many hundreds of years. Did you want the stones, though? Is that why you're here? Or did you come for something more permanent?
Well, I mean, stones are nice, but they eventually fade away, even if they are magical.
She kind of gestures with her fingers, kind of pets the bird. The bird flies off to the side, and kind of vanishes again, no longer present. She says something very quickly to the bird in a whispered tone, but you're able to all hear it. She says, "Continue watching the pile," and then the bird flies away. When she turns back to look at you, she starts moving the deck to both of her hands. Well, if we're to play a game, and if you aren't here for just the stones, is the game for keeps?
Always.
John, can I tell from where I'm at, like, how many cards are in that?
It appears to be a full tarot deck.
Okay.
She says, "You brought some very powerful individuals with you this time."
Well, I didn't want to have all of the fun for myself. I find adding a little bit of variety can just bring out a bit more enjoyment in these situations.
As she laughs, you see that something moves in the mirrors behind her. It seems to be present in all of them. And it starts to look through the mirror, and you see this massive yellow eye kind of staring through. The thing that you're seeing move across the mirrors appears to be the massive frame of a huge, ancient red dragon. She grins. "So, no chance for parley. It must be for keeps," she says.
I'm afraid so, dear.
"Then let's begin." She draws the first card, and as she does so, everything shatters away. I'm going to pull us back to the battle map. You are returned back to the Heart of Avarice, and feel free to place yourselves within. Hold on a second. My stuff is freezing up.
Uh-oh.
Goodness gracious. Basically, see that space in between the bridge that leads up to the fire pit in the north there? There's like that.
I see absolutely nothing.
Yes.
It's
yes.
black for me.
Is it?
Yeah, 100% black.
Hold on. Did you scroll down?
Is this still loading?
No,
I can see it.
I zoomed all the way out.
It is a-
Good.
I am trying really
I'm
hard
good.
here. Hold on.
That's fine.
No, it's good.
Technology.
Yeah, you are pinging in the right spot. There's like a little space up in front though, like that's right at the foot of the bridge. That'd be the one I was talking about.
While you get this resolved, John,
Yeah, grab yourself a beverage or whatever.
very well could be me. Let me try it on a different browser.
Let me double check too. It
What-
could also be that I didn't set it right.
What browser are you using?
Chrome.
Yeah. I've taken to using other browsers sometimes. Sometimes Chrome is.
No, it's me. Hold on. How about now, Bobby?
Hey!
All right. And oh, sorry. Where'd Chody go? Step aside for a second. Okay. Well, Shade, you're kind of perceptive. You would have noticed that the pit fiend back there seemed to have multicolored feathers as its tail. Just want to make sure the connection is clear. Okay, so let's try and get through this. Alrighty. To clarify, when you step out of the smoke and enter through here, you notice that the fires in here are a lot hotter. If you're standing within 5 feet of a fire pit, it may cause you fire damage. Oh, sorry, Jody, let me reiterate because I didn't see you had your headset off. So if you're standing within 5 feet of a fire pit, it may cause you some fire damage at the start of your turn.
Okay.
If you enter
Will
into,
that also count for tieflings?
well, you'll resist the damage, but you'll still take damage. It's very hot. You'll also note that she's kind of on an island with very a similar pile of treasure. It looks like the treasure that she is with appears to be a bit more magnificent than what you saw back in the pile in the front room. There are 4 pillars around her, kind of stalagmites, or stalactites, no, tied to the ceiling, mite from the floor, stalagmites that are kind of billowing with a bit of fire and are surrounded with smoke. The smoke looks desperately hot. And then again, the starting position, Andy, because you are trying to move or maneuver around, would be here.
Okay, so you want me to start there?
Everybody would have been forced into that position by the spell wall.
Okay.
So like I said, she flips the very first card of the tarot deck. The cards seem to manifest like next to her, kind of floating near her. And roll initiative.
Ooh, that's a nice number. Oh, I think Andy would be in front of me for Dex.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a
a lot of 25s.
7. It's a 7.
Oh, and Malik said,
Oh, Kevin.
you got a 1. Oh, Kevin.
I'm just waiting to see what happens, okay?
Yeah, that's right. You just hang back and watch.
I would like to point out that he actually rolled a 2. He has a -1 to his initiative.
Yeah. That sounds just like Kevin playing Malik.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
It's so good.
Wow, that's 325s. I believe when Biron has the highest of the dexterity scores,
A 7.
Definitely.
A 7.
and then Dryson.
Just
The
by
only
one.
one I'm not sure about is I'm not sure about Chris
Dryson
and
has an
me.
18. What do you have?
22. It's a 22, not an 18.
Your dex is a 22?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely
Oh.
Dryson.
Yeah, that definitely Grayson then.
Sorry, I don't know why.
My dex is a 16.
Yeah. I think that's his secondary primary. Because he
Gotcha.
fight with that. Okay.
Right.
Now, you'll note, too, that Lasatu is entering on 6. She is currently not surprised because she's the initiator, effectively, for this round. That said, she is acting on 6, but on 20, I will be performing layer actions. So the entirety of the structure will be going on 20. All right? When Viron, you are first, feel free to take your turn.
Yeah, so just to be clear, the dragon is to the far north.
There
Is that-
is no dragon that you can
There is
see.
no
It's
dragon.
just the lady.
Do you see
It's just a lady. Got
you
it.
don't
Got
see
The
it.
lady who is the dragon.
No, I see.
Okay. Do you see
It's
it?
great. I'm gonna move. Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure that my token didn't reveal for some reason.
Is this spot behind cover? Is this like a mound?
So, what are you talking about? Ping it? Her? No, it's not. It is a mound, but it's not really cover.
Then I'm gonna go here, and I think I've got a little bit of cover
Mhm.
because I can't really see her from here.
Yep.
And I'm going to bonus action high.
Okay, and you are also in shadows. Is another note there. Basically, anywhere that's not like directly facing one of the fire pits is considered shadowy. So if you also want to, you can take your action to become invisible as well.
Yeah, let's do that. So that supersedes the bonus action. So I still have a bonus action.
So you can bonus action hide and action become invisible, but do it in a different order. action become invisible, bonus action hide. That way your stealth check will be at plus 10 because you're invisible, and
Okay,
29.
let's do that.
Yep.
Shall I roll?
Yeah.
So that would be a 52.
All right. So you watch as she kind of moves away and just becomes nothing. She seems to just enter the shadows and become them. Pale white woman just becoming manifest into the darkness. Okay. Dryson.
Okay, I'm gonna move up a little bit, and I'm gonna look over at the big burly fighter-looking guy with the axe. I'm gonna pull out some licorice, and I'm gonna cast haste on him.
All right. You are hasted.
Nice.
Shade. So that means you get an extra action on your turn. If you use it for the attack action, it only performs one melee attack. You can use it to cast spells, I believe. Yeah.
AC buff, right?
Plus 2 to your AC as well. All right.
Hey.
Any bonus actions from you, Dryson?
Is Blade Song a bonus action?
It is, but yeah.
No. I'll go ahead and wait.
Okay.
Hold on to that. I'll take the dodge action. Oh wait,
No.
that's not a bonus.
Okay. Cool. All right. Good turn. Zelvor, you see what you see.
Right. So I'm going to, as I make a motion as if I'm putting on a crown on top of my crown, say Vashnohal. Cast Crown of Stars.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action shoot one of them at her, which that's a 22 to hit.
All right. Bear with me. My stuff's kind of lagging here.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. Crown of Stars is an attack roll, right?
Yeah, which I got a 22 on.
Oh, which hits her armor class. I will.
All right.
I will cast shield. You see her kind of move her hand, and a block just hits against it. You see the radiant energy kind of smash against it, glow brightly, and you still have a crown of stars. It's how many stars?
I've still got 6 stars. It's 7 total, so I just launched one, so 6 more still circle my head.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to just pull back a little bit over to the same direction that our rogue friend went.
Okay. As a legendary action, immediately following that, you see her kind of smirk. Dryson and Zelbor, the two arcanists, realize that she's performing some very strange function. You can kind of see from your vision that she has a lot of spell slots within her body. She's kind of glowing with magic, and you can kind of see where the missing spot was where she cast shield. As she kind of smirks, you can see that empty spot where shield was cast from refills. She replenishes the spell slot she just wasted.
Interesting.
On initiative 20, you see the card that she flipped lift up and reveal the King of Pentacles. As it reveals itself there, I will require that. Oh, who's closest?
Malik's probably closest right now.
And visible to Lasatu. Okay, Malik, I need you to go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw.
You're good at charisma. You do it.
Ugh. Is this a magic effect?
It appears to be an effect of the chamber.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Nice.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 31 for the people at home.
Okay. You feel kind of an effect kind of blurring into your head, kind of burrowing in. You take 4 points of psychic damage, but you seem to resist the massive effect that seemed to be forcing it in its head. The deck then draws the next card as the other card vanishes. And all right. Just double checking my notes to see what the next card does. All right, it won't take effect until then. All right. Shade, you are up.
I will, as a bonus action, click my heels to for the boost of speed. Are these stalagmites difficult terrain?
They appear to be difficult terrain, and they appear to be kind of lacerating as well. Another note is while you're hasted, your speed is doubled, so you may not need to click the boots. But
Fair enough.
okay.
Yeah, we'll save the bonus action, but I will try to move through these stalagmites.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, triple digits.
I got 15,
Okay.
That's a +6
You all
if
see
it's a saving throw.
these
21.
Okay. You all see these stalactites kind of like start to barb and kind of dig down towards Shade's feet. But as his feet are kind of moving with a bit of a blur, they seem to dodge over them. You're able to move through the space freely, but it is difficult terrain.
Nice.
Got a little bit of movement left, but
Okay.
I made it.
All right. You are close to her. As you get close to her, I mean, she seems real. She definitely seems physically present. And what would you like to do?
True strike.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, you can make a melee attack.
And that'll be next turn, right? That I get advantage, not this turn.
No, you can make on your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll. Yeah, I guess that is true. But you can still use
Battle mine.
Yeah.
Battle mine to attack, right?
Correct.
I do so. 32 to.
That'll definitely hit her, even with her a bad 27 AC.
23 slashing damage.
She takes it.
Haste for another
Action.
single melee.
You can use it to cast a spell if you want to use one of your at-will powers.
I don't think I can. I read haste. It doesn't say spell. It says use an object and some other things. But
Okay. Well, good. Thank you for staying honest.
I'll just attack again. That's fine with me. Have some more act.
You hit her twice. As you hit her body, like you are tearing into the dress and the flesh, and she appears to be bleeding, but her body doesn't like react to the blow. Like it's physically being damaged, but she's not being swung about by the blows. She's standing there and getting brunt hit. The body doesn't seem to react from the force of the blows. All right, Shade, that is you, Elamroth.
I'm going to move over here,
Okay.
right there, and I'm going to cast Bless on Joe and these two behind me.
Okay. So for the duration of Bless, which is 1 minute, go ahead and start your counter here. You will have a D4 extra to the roll. It'll be for attack rolls and saving throws. All right. All right. Before the
1
end.
minute. How many rounds is that? 10?
Yeah, it'll be 10 rounds, correct. Before her turn begins, she'll go ahead and utilize a cantrip, using her legendary action to cast a cantrip. She reaches out and touches Shade. 36 to hit your armor class.
Yeah.
And you're wearing glass armor, so it doesn't have advantage. And she deals 14 lightning damage as she touches you with a shocking grasp.
That's a lot of damage.
All right.
I will absorb element.
Okay. Your reaction to cast absorb elements. And
I got no text though.
yeah.
Resistance to, you said lightning?
Correct.
Until the start of my next turn.
Accurate. All right. Seeing the situation unfold as it is, she kind of grins at you, and then she kind of moves her finger like up in the air and starts whispering words in Draconic and begins casting a spell on her turn. Oh, sorry. Elmroth cast Bless. That's right. On her turn, she'll cast a spell. Any reactions?
Hold on, I want to see how far away I am. Looks like both magic casters are within distance, but I'll cast counterspell at third.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20.
D20 plus my charisma. So let's see what this is. Ooh. I don't think that'll work. That's only an 11.
Yep. All right. The spell seems to be going through. Dryson, do you want to cast counterspell?
Yeah, as I see Zelbor over there messing this up terribly bad, I begin to cast.
As you begin to cast counterspell, you see her hands kind of moving, and then you see this kind of outline of a dragon kind of appear behind her. The eyes flare, and you hear the words in Draconic, Molekere, and your spell is dissipated, and her spell goes through.
Oh, counterspelled your counterspell?
Ooh.
Sure.
I can't do it to
Sure
both,
did.
so I had to hope for one to fail.
Wow.
Yeah. She casts a spell. You see that around her, completely around her box, basically the island that she's standing on, is a 30-foot tall wall of scintillating colors that appears to cut you and Shade off. I'll go ahead and draw a quick diagram for that.
You bastard.
You know what I cast?
I have a pretty damn good idea of what you cast right now.
Yeah. Try and roll better than 11 next time, bitch.
Like a 19.
Like you wouldn't have needed exactly a 19, yeah. Hold on a second. That's too long. Oh my god, stop lagging. Roll 20. I love you.
Just to say, I do not have Dispel Magic. I just have Counterspell.
I have Dispel Magic.
I was about to say, I was smart.
I'm a
I do.
bard. I only have so many spell slots. Or spells, period.
Alright.
So what does the red line represent?
That is a wall that's about 30 feet high. The roof in this place is about 50, by the way. But it's about 30 feet high, and it goes completely around the two. And it's scintillating colors. You
Yeah.
cannot really see through it. I believe it's opaque.
It's prismatic almost.
Yeah, it is like a rainbow wall. As she basically fingers the path of it and grins at you, Shade, she says, "I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me."
I'm not here to share words with you, witch.
Stop quoting Watchmen!
Malik, your initiative.
All right. See, and what he would like to do is run up 10 feet, and then because he's saving his powers for later. That's just a little hint for you people at home.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to run up to here, 10 feet, and then try to jump
30 feet in the air?
there.
You're going to jump 30 feet in the air?
I wanna see it.
5, 10, 15 feet over
Oh, you're
the
jumping over the
lava.
spikes. Or over the lava?
Why not? No, it's only 2 squares. That's 10 feet. I could
Yeah.
do that, and I'm a human.
Yeah, do me a favor and make a dexterity saving throw, though. Or, no,
Oh, shit.
yeah, make me a
That's
dexterity
Acrobatics?
saving throw.
All right.
Let me double check something real quick.
You know, God, this could be the first character death when I fall
Fish
into
fry.
hot lava.
I mean, to be fair, Kevin, it's not like you haven't had characters die before. When you
That's
jump-
true.
Actually, I'd like to point out, you haven't necessarily, or you've had characters die before when you've tried to jump.
I know jumping is can be deadly. Okay, this isn't so bad. People at home, I rolled an 18 on my dex save.
John's thinking.
Isn't that a strength roll, John?
Just sitting there remembering the last time that you jumped
So,
into something and
You,
died.
you land in that square, right between the fire and the prismatic wall. I just wanted to make sure your momentum wasn't going
You mean
to
here?
throw you into it. Yeah, where you wanted to land.
Okay, sweet. And then when I get there, I stand up and I concentrate for a minute, and I try to cast Dispel Magic on this
Okay.
wall that's there. So we'll
Nothing
see. This will be
happens.
interesting because I know, but what
Nothing happens.
Well, wait. I thought one thing would happen.
What do you mean?
happens? That really sucks.
Isn't one of them at least vulnerable to dispel, if I remember correctly?
You have to do them in order.
Oh, right.
See, I don't know that. So it would have been a level 3 Dispel Magic anyways. I don't get it.
Yeah, I believe you have to do them in order.
Yeah, you're right. In order from red to violet.
Yeah, you cannot dispel a prismatic wall. Unless you're dispelling the last portion of a prismatic wall.
That's so.
So you watch him cast a spell, and then you hear from the other side of the wall. Alright. Lenviron, you are in shadows. You can kind of see around the corner there that your passageway to the target.
Oh, wait a second. John,
What?
reading through this spell, if another creature that you can see, or that can see the wall, moves within 20 feet of it, or starts its turn there, the creature needs to succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Which wall portion is that?
It just says the wall sheds bright light out in a range of 100 feet and dim light for an additional 100 feet. You and a creature you designate at the time can pass through. If another creature that can see the wall, it doesn't say which side, it just says it can see the wall.
He moved within 20 feet of it. So yeah, go ahead and make,
within 20
make a Constitution saving throw for me. Thank you. It is a long one. I was mostly focused on the layers and what they do, but yeah.
I rolled a 12. Not so hot.
Okay. Is that adding your charisma modifier?
That would be. I'm pretty sure that.
And the D4.
No,
and the D4 from Bless, or is that not?
Yeah, D4 is not going to matter, but yeah, you can roll that as well. That is added. Spell save DC is 22.
Yeah, basically he would be blind for a minute.
Yep. So welcome to not seeing.
That's all right. Nazis. I hate Nazis. All right, we'll deal with that next round.
All right, so Wenviron, the wall appears to block you off from the individual. There are stalagmites tied to the ceiling. Tights hanging from the ceiling. They kind of are above it though. If you can get up there, you might be able to drop down on the action.
Okay. Would I know whether or not I can teleport through the wall?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. I rolled a 12.
You think it would work?
Would I feel like I would be able to teleport above the wall and drop down?
Yeah, that'd probably work too.
Okay. And you said there's a passageway?
No.
You didn't say there's a passageway. Okay. Great. I thought you said there's a passageway. 10. Could I get on top of this little mound? 30.
I'm waiting for my stuff to load. Are you talking about the gray portions? Those aren't mounds. Those are smoke.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah, I'll get in the smoke.
Okay.
And I'm going to hide again. I rolled a 14.
All right. You take 18 points of fire damage, since it's very hot, condensed smoke that you're stepping into. But you are completely concealed.
Okay, that really sucks. Great. Thanks. I'm done.
That really sucks. Great.
I'll hide. I'll become invisible again. Whatever. All that.
Well,
all that jazz.
You're still invisible. You haven't. Yeah.
I'm still invisible. Okay.
You are invisible until you do something else with that boon.
Coughing a little bit.
All right. Trice.
So, quick question, John.
Sure.
How does disintegrate interact with prismatic?
So you would want to go ahead and just make an Arcana check real quick.
32.
You would know how a prismatic wall works, or a veil would work. Basically, what you need to do is destroy each of the layers in kind to dissipate it. The first layer is the red layer. The red layer is destroyed if it takes cold damage of at least 25 points. So you need to do cold damage to that layer to destroy it. You cannot do anything else with the wall until you get rid of the red line.
Okay, well, the reason I asked is because I was reading Disintegrate, and it says the spell automatically disintegrates a large or small,
Yeah.
smaller non-magical object.
And Dispel Magic says it gets rid of spells, and it didn't work either. Prismatic Wall is a 9th level spell.
Okay, that makes sense.
For context.
Chris, you should pull up Prismatic Wall out of the compendium,
I did.
and
I did.
Dryson would know.
I was
Dryson
trying
knows the
to
spell, yeah.
find a way around it, and it doesn't work.
Up and over is the only way that you think you can do it.
About Dimension Door.
So, okay. Are you still thinking about what you want to do?
Well, I was just asking if Dimension Door would work. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna.
Oh, understandable. You would know that trying to pass through the wall, even by magical means, is going to cause you to take the brunt of the prismatic wall's effects. The only way to get into the box that you know of at this time is to go up and over the wall.
Okay, I'll teleport up and to the top of the wall and
Drop down.
over the other side of it. Yeah.
Okay. And I assume you're just winged boots flying at your position where you appeared, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or I think you might have a cloak or something that makes you fly.
Hopefully greater than 20 feet away, otherwise can't save.
All right. So the ceiling is 20 feet away from the wall, no higher. So I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. So you would fail. And
Well, wait a second. Did he has bless, so he
yeah,
has
so
a
you
D4
4
added.
extra 4.
So he might succeed.
Is this a save or a check?
save.
It's a save.
He's in the aura.
Add 6. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, okay. Yeah,
That aura is nasty.
that aura is the best thing ever.
Big fan. Big fucking fan.
I think I said in your write-up that Shade would like Malik. All right, Dryson, you teleport up to that position and hold your ground above her. You're about 50 feet up. You're kind of lost in the stalactites that are hanging from the ceiling and kind of holding your position above her and Shade. Shade, you are aware of Dryson's presence. Selbor, you're up.
Right. So I do not have. I'm guessing I should roll a Arcana check for the wall too.
Yep.
Right. Hopefully this goes well. That's a 28.
Yeah, you know a prismatic wall.
Right, and I know I also don't have any cold spells. And you said that the ceiling is
50 feet.
50 feet high?
Correct.
Okay, it's 50 feet up.
Yep, and the wall is 30
including-
feet tall.
Right, so there's an extra 20 feet above it.
Correct.
If I, from where I'm at, basically fly up to the ceiling, would I be able to see over the wall towards them, or do I need to move forward some?
If you fly directly up, you'll be able to see kind of the back wall of the prismatic cube, or rather square, but you will not be able to see them because they are 30 feet in the pit. There's no
That's
angle
perfectly fine.
besides directly above them that will allow for that to happen.
Right, I don't believe I have any concentration spells up right now, which is good. So I actually take out my harp and start playing on the Anstruth harp, which one of the spells that it has is fly.
You
And
cast
so
some
I use the
enemies.
Anstruth harp to cast fly on myself.
Okay. Gives you a fly speed of 60 feet.
Yep. And I'm going to fly up 50 feet for right now, and I'm going to move forward to that spot, 50 feet in the air.
All right, so keep in mind being 50 feet. Oh, and real quick correction, Joe. He wasn't in that aura, but the 2 would have gotten him because he is 50 feet up. Bryson was. The aura is only 30 feet out. So keeping that in mind. But he still saved with the bless, so good on you, Chody, for the bless. Smooth moves. Zelbor, you are not within 20 feet of the wall, so you're good. And on initiative 20, 1 second here. You see that the card that she has flipped appears to be from the Major Arcana. If you are not familiar with tarot decks, the tarot deck comes in basically what you would consider a normal deck of cards plus 21 other cards added to it. The signs and symbols are a little different than what you'd expect out of a traditional deck, and I think there's additional suits. Anyways, the Major Arcana are basically name cards that are above kings, jacks, and the like. The card that she seems to have flipped is the Lovers. I need Malik, and actually no, I'm gonna go with Wenbiron and Elamroth to both make Wisdom saving throws.
19.
29.
Okay, Wenbiron, you failed your check. You are currently.
Could I hold on a second? I just want to make sure I don't have an ability that would help me with that.
You have inspiration.
I have inspiration.
And we do know that it is a 22, so 23 would save that. At least I think it's a 22, unless it's different for the layer effects.
It's the same.
Okay, 22.
Fine, I will burn my inspiration.
Okay, noted. So you are not affected by this effect, but do both of you kind of feel this momentary kind of drawing, like a magnetism towards one another? It seems like you would have been magically forced to one another, but it doesn't take effect. All right, that's 20. Shade, you're up. Still you and her with Dryson directly above you. What's the plan?
Also, he's within 20 feet of the wall and starting his turn there.
Constitution saving throw. He's gonna pass this shit though.
Oh, he better.
He has a +6 con modifier.
Got
29.
29.
All right. Yeah.
Good job.
The light don't bother you any.
It's just bright. You can deal with bright.
Bonus action for Thundering Armor on my.
Okay.
And I can't bonus action Battle Mind off that, so I'll just do a 4 round of attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 attacks from the axe, and then a 3rd attack from the axe because of haste.
4 attacks from the axe.
Oh right, 4 and then 1, so 5 total. Sorry.
25.
25 will hit. She'll cast shield as a reaction though, and block it.
All right. Second attack's failure, crit failure.
Okay. 3rd attack.
22.
Blocked by the shield still.
Can you can you're blessed, Joe.
Yeah, bless won't affect.
Your D4.
It might help the 25. Go ahead and roll a D4 for the 25. The 22 will miss regardless of the D4 though.
I'll hold on to the bless.
No. You
No,
always.
bless is just
No.
automatic, always.
You're automatic, man. All your saves and
So
attacks.
29
are
on the shield
So
attack.
29 will hit. So 15, and then the 28 will hit, so 17. And then you have one last one from haste if you want to use it for that.
Indeed. 32 to hit, 19 slashing.
Solid.
Nice.
Same thing though, right? She's not reacting to me beating the crap.
So her body doesn't appear to be like you're hitting her as hard as you can. If this was really a maiden like you see before you, and not a massive dragon that you're sure it is, you'd basically be kind of like knocking her to the ground. Even a hardy fighter like Malik taking these blows, or even the Queen of Bicavaria herself taking these blows straight on, would not be able to resist being moved and swayed. You're hitting this body and it's standing there. She's bleeding. You're cutting the body apart, but you're not moving the body away. You're not sending it falling aside. She's not being kind of coerced by the gravity of your blows. She's also bleeding a lot. The wounds are present, and you can kind of see, the depth of these cuts that you're making with your axe. All right. Before your initiative concludes, or after your initiative concludes, but before Elamroth starts, she will use her legendary action to cast a spell. Your resistance to your absorb elements is concluded, correct?
Yes.
She'll cast lightning bolt. She ducks down and arcs it straight up, so it's going to be hitting you in your chin and shooting up straight at Tryson. The two of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
16.
Failure.
They don't get a bonus for that. They
20. How about a 22?
Plus 6.
It'll be. Let's see. Can
You
go
also
ahead
still get the +4 on saves.
Yeah, also true. But bless might stand. Do me a favor, Kevin. Can you go ahead and throw aura of cool shit up on the board for me? Just want to read it real quick.
Protection.
That's the one, aura protection. Can you click that for me?
As aura protection, yeah, I'll click that up for you. Boom.
Thanks, Bobby. So whenever you're a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw. Okay, so it doesn't require sight. That was the key.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you save
You're
Shade.
welcome, guys.
And
nice.
16 plus 6 would be enough to pass. So you guys would
Nice.
take half of this damage.
But I'm not in range of the bubble.
You're right. So you'll take full because you're floating.
30 feet, not 10.
I'm
He's
50 feet
up.
above you.
Oh, you're up high. All right, I forgot about that.
All right. So Shade, you'll be taking 15 points of damage, and Dryson, you'll be taking 30 points of damage. Lightning. Those of you outside of the prismatic barrier see a jolt of lightning shoot straight up and hit Dryson. All right. That's the end of Shade's turn, end of her legendary action in between. Elamroth, you're up.
First, I'm going to Arcana check that, see if I know what it is.
Okay, so real quick, making an Arcana check to try and figure out a spell like that during a combat requires your action. So, just a heads up.
For the wall?
No, I gave it to them for free.
I
Go
don't.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I get it for free?
I gave it to them.
Okay,
for free.
then.
I have a question too.
Okay, so then my next question is Divine Strike. Do I get to pick those elements, or is it just one locked in?
It
says.
Go ahead.
It says my choice. I can
Yeah.
choose any weapon that I.
That would be your choice then. And then what were you going to say, Joe?
Thundering Armor. Can I react?
So an attack means an attack roll, not a saving throw effect.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and pull out my longbow and arrows and infuse them with cold.
Okay.
And shoot them at.
All right. So you get one attack. Go ahead and take it. And you're going to hit it. You can't not hit it, so just roll a d8 for the cold damage.
Five.
Okay. So you see the arrow hit, and you can see the material of the arrow just kind of dissipate, but the cold energy around the arrow kind of hits into the red line, and you can start to see that the red starts to be kind of splintered by a bluish color. It looks like
it should
working. Go ahead.
2d8.
Sorry, go ahead and roll the second one. Sorry.
One more, buddy.
6.
It's no, I mean one more, and it's 9.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like it's definitely taking an effect on the red barrier. Solid. All right. Before your turn concludes and before her turn starts, she kind of smirks, looking at Shade, kind of standing back up after casting the lightning bolt. And you see her right hand kind of maneuver a bit. Outside of the barrier, Elamroth, to your left, you see the smoking kind of fire pit kind of and gout a bolt of fire directly at you. 17 hit your armor class? I don't think it does it? Real
Nope.
fucking bad. A firebolt emits out of the little volcano there and shoots past you, kind of whizzing directly underneath Zelbor and splashing against the wall off to the side there.
Which one was it? Was it this one?
The one on the left of the map there.
Cool.
After seeing it do that, though, you're pretty sure that all of them probably can.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to roleplay to what I would do if I saw which one.
Get away from it. Yeah.
Right.
all right. Goes to me.
Get the fuck away from there!
All right. Let's see. She is going to cast another. Hold on, let me double check something here. Did you see if prismatic wall was concentration or not? My stuff is slow.
I believe it
believe it
is
is.
concentration. Let me just double check.
Duration 10 minutes. No concentration.
No concentration? Ah,
Yep, Chris is right.
She moves her hand directly over top of her, and Dryson from above, you see that she closes off the prismatic wall with a wall of force.
She closes it off. What does that mean?
The ceiling of the prismatic wall, like walls, now has a ceiling
Damn it.
that is a wall of force.
Damn it.
With Dryzen outside of the top.
Yeah, Dryson's directly above it, 20 feet above the wall of force, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I built this
Ruin
for
my
you
thing.
to hate me, so perfect. And
Ruin my thing.
then, looking at you, she kind of grins and she says, "Just drop your axe in the pile and I'll let you leave. Tear your band."
Actually, it's too late. Never mind.
Are you gonna counterspell?
Why not?
All right. Roll a d20 unless you're casting it at a higher level. Add your intelligence modifier. Yeah, she begins to cast Wall of Force, and as she's kind of grinning, getting ready to talk shit, the Wall of Force doesn't happen.
Nice.
burn!
Screw you.
Gives you kind of an annoyed look, Dryson. All right. I'll deal with you first then. Malik.
I am going to cast, I believe it's called Aura of Purity, which will allow me to have advantage on saving throws versus certain effects. So let me click on this. It's like blinded, which I am now,
Yep.
and other things.
I know what it does. So, yeah, that's your concentration spell. And
Yep, and
you
it's
activate it,
action.
and you are no longer blinded.
Woohoo! I can see.
Yep. And
I guess I could do
Well,
another thing.
oh,
Also.
no. It just
no,
gives you
I can't cast another spell.
it just gives you advantage on saving throws against that. So you're actually still blinded.
How? What is this? Like a save every turn effect,
No.
or is it like?
One save
Nope,
and you're,
you're
blind,
blind
for a minute.
1 minute.
Crap.
You can get rid of blind with
Okay.
your lay on hands though. 5 points.
Are you sure? Because it said, I just looked it up. It says diseases and poisons, but it doesn't say anything about effects. Unless I just didn't read it right. But what I could do is I could cast Lesser Restoration, but I'll have to wait till next turn. So, oh well.
Okay.
Anyways, everybody within 30 feet of me is in this aura of purity now, so they get advantage on their saves.
Okay.
Nice.
Plus a +6.
Tight.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that's what I'm doing.
Top of the
I'm sitting
initiative.
here.
When Viron.
Yeah. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hop over 30. Hop over 35. So I still have 5 feet of movement. I would like to use my teleport.
Con save.
Do I need to make it right away?
If
Or at the
you
end of
move
my
within
turn?
20
Is it at
if
the end
you
of my
move
turn?
within 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now I'm in the aura.
Yeah.
Yeah. 25.
Sure.
So teleport up.
Okay.
and drop down. I will drop down 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay. So crapola. I can't make it the whole way. I can't make it the whole way.
So you're there.
I'm here.
Okay.
You can't tell. Wait, what teleport were you using?
I can go 30 feet, but I assume I have to go 30 feet up, right?
It's a Shatterkai or Shadow Elf's ability to teleport 30
Okay,
feet,
so it's the Misty Step, basically.
effectively.
You can teleport through the wall.
What I will allow you to do is you're kind of
No.
hopping. You were hopping and stepping. You can just
Yeah.
jump up, teleport up, and land on the other side. It's fine.
Can I get close enough to attack?
Sure.
That's
why
really
not?
my goal, obviously.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Because you know it's not going to matter, but I'm going
John's
to
such a nice DM.
whip
He
out
lets
my-
us think with matter.
right
This
now.
is,
I can murder 3 of you.
This is stage 1.
So I'm just going to attack with
Go for it.
22 to hit.
Shield.
Say again.
Shield.
So that means it doesn't hit.
I blocked you, yeah.
Okay.
Like, she doesn't seem to be paying attention. You kind of fly over the wall, rush over behind her. You can hear the jingling of coins, like, as you step across, and she just kind of pushes her hand behind her. You see a blur of red force kind of appear around her and block your dagger.
Anybody want to use inspiration to make that hit? How about can I use stroke of luck?
Can. Stroke of Luck allows you to re-roll it, so go ahead and roll it again.
Let me see.
I believe. Let me double check. No, Stroke of Luck.
Yeah, it does allow me to re-roll it. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, for ability checks, you get natural 20 them.
Hold on.
That'll
How
work.
about that? All right.
40 points of damage from the first damage roll. All right. She takes it. She doesn't seem to move or be totally hurt or terribly despaired by a dagger going into her back.
Okay.
All right. She is bleeding a lot, though. A lot. Dryson is up. Directly above her, no wall of force.
I'm gonna look at her, extend my hand out, and point my finger at her and cast a symbol.
Okay. Saving throw is a
Dex DC 21.
Alright. She has advantage on saving throws against magic. And I click the dice, it's taking its time though. Dex is not her forte, she'll take the hit. Disintegrate does how much damage?
10d6 plus 40.
Okay. You should be able to click the damage, or click the spell in your attack characteristic, and it should just roll the damage. On your front page.
If it's in here, oh, there it is.
Wow.
Alright.
Boom.
You see parts of her kind of just melt away. The dress starts kind of like tearing off of her skin, and you see her flesh kind of peeling back, revealing kind of like bloody muscle and the like. She doesn't appear to be terribly fazed by it, but it definitely does do its effect. Looks like her body is starting to fall away and kind of become very, very damaged. All right. Before Zelbor takes his initiative, and she is going to cast Fireball directly above her as a legendary action. It'll hit everyone, including her. Does anybody want to counterspell it, Tryson?
Yeah, I'm out of range
Now,
right now
you've
to do
used-
that, so it's just you.
You've used your signature spell free use once. and
Right.
You've already used that, so you'll need to use 3rd or higher level spell slots to get rid of it this time.
I'll let it go.
Okay. So the 3 of you will be taking dexterity saving throws.
Plus the D4 for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Is it +6 too?
Plus 6 if you're within
Oh, I'm
my
sorry.
range.
The people who are blessed anyway.
I got a 22.
That'll work.
I get a D4 plus that.
30 something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Okay.
I got 22.
You'll take. Oh no! Yeah, you're right outside. Well, no, it won't affect you. It's not going through the wall. Sorry. So it won't affect you, Kevin. The three of us
Oh,
inside,
okay.
though, the one above and those below, she's detonating it in a fashion so it's hitting Dryson at his lowest portion and hitting them at their top portions. You're taking 17 points of fire damage. It seems to engulf her entirely, and she doesn't move to dodge or anything. It doesn't seem to affect her.
So I'm just as a reminder, because
You'll be
I
taking half of
teleported,
it.
I'll be taking a quarter. Yeah, a quarter.
Well, you'll be taking
'Cause-
none. You saved.
Oh, I saved. That's right. I saved.
All right, Zelbor.
Right. So, as a question, how far forward do I have to move to be able to see into this area with basically see her?
You'll need to move pretty much over it because it's 30 feet and they're only about 5-6 feet tall. So you'll need to be directly above it. You're gonna have to make a saving throw.
Right. So, I'm not going to do that.
It may be an advantage if you go if it's a blinding effect.
Or if you're-
I have another idea which might be interesting, because Dryson is above her by like 50 feet, right?
correct.
Okay, so this might not be a terrible idea. I'm going to actually, first of all, move back a little bit so I'm slightly out of the range of anyone forward's counterspell. Because the dragon was, where was the dragon, like, aura when it was counterspelled?
Her.
Her?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to move slightly outside of her range then. I think counterspells you might need to see me, but I'm not taking any risk. And right on the area that she was, and I do not need to see her to do this, I just need to know the area to cast it. I cast Silence. So she cannot cast any verbal spells.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just casting that. Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius sphere, so basically if I cast it, it's 40 feet across. So if I just basically center it on where she is, there's a 40-foot circle.
Yeah.
Well, 20 foot around her.
Inside of
So within that prismatic wall, there is no sound.
The problem with that is you can't cast spells through the prismatic wall.
You're right, I can't.
Even if he casts it
And I
above
would
it
know
and it
that
came
actually.
down.
It has to be cast on a point, and it stays in that point in space. So,
Wait, I forget. Can spells penetrate through the prismatic wall, or is it just...
Nope.
Right, and I would actually know that.
It's similar in kind to how a
Right.
tiny hut works.
Right, scratch that then. Fine. In that case, I go with Plan B. Plan B.
See, it's not just you, Kevin.
Yeah, no, it's not just you. I forget these things sometimes.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, well, Malik's aura is 30 feet.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to need to do this anyway then, so I will lower myself and fly, basically, so I'm within his aura when I have to make the saving throw.
So you're in both auras, so you'll have +6 to the saving throw and advantage on the saving throw. But go ahead and make a con saving throw.
Everyone can fly but me.
25.
Yeah, you succeed. You're not blind.
Woohoo!
You fly.
All right.
I don't fly
Now
either.
I cast Silence.
Just over the wall. And you cast Silence down into the area. She looks up
Actually-
at you.
No, wait, hold on. I'm not doing Silence. Sorry. I'm going to cast Disintegrate. I'm going to join that party.
Okay, she looks up at you, and seemingly having already used her reaction, still performs a reaction. She'll cast Dispel Magic. at 7th level.
On disintegrate.
She cast
Wait,
Dispel
she cast
Magic.
dispel
Or
magic.
not Dispel, sorry, Counterspell. I used the wrong word, sorry.
I'm trying, yeah, because I'm trying to figure it out.
Counterspell is the wrong word.
And you are actually cast. Well, disintegrate is a 6th level spell. Are you
I
casting
cast it
at
at a
6th or
7th
7th?
level. I cast it at a 7th level. I don't have any
Okay.
more. Yeah.
Well, no, I was specifically asking because the crown forces me to do every single spell at one spell slot higher than what it is.
Right.
So if you cast it at 6, technically she'd still have to roll.
No, I cast it at 7th.
I know. I'm just still. It's worth a shot.
Who do you think you're messing with? Anyway,
Well,
she-
I'm just trying to be specific and make sure.
fine.
You know me.
It's fair enough. You watch as she blocks it. Between those 2 turns, she's going to use her cantrip power, and she's going to shoot another firebolt. This time from the other volcano on your right, Jody.
All right.
Crit.
Well, neat.
Wait, she's casting a fireball and it crits.
Bolt.
Oh,
Bolt.
firebolt. There we go. That makes sense.
So that's going to be 42 points of fire damage from a cantrip. And then on 20, the card flips. Everybody within 30 feet of her, which would be everyone besides Dryson, Malik, you're still within 30 feet of her. It's not a side effect, it's a lair effect. And it looks like Elamroth, you are also within 30 feet as well.
Wait, well,
No,
I should be.
you're outside.
No, I'm out.
Yep, so everyone but Dryson and Elamroth. I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. If you are not lawful alignment, you're making this check at disadvantage.
So wisdom
Oh,
saving
shit.
throw at disadvantage.
If you are not
Nice.
lawful, correct.
All right, that is a 5 plus 6.
So do we get +4?
Plus 6, you mean?
Yeah, +6, and then +6, right?
Some of
Yeah,
you
so
have to.
20
Yeah,
for me.
I'm not making it anyway.
I'm at 18.
Please do, Chris.
I forgot.
It's
to
just a
bonus
con
action.
save, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
No, he's doing it for something else.
Oh, sorry.
I think that does it.
Yeah, it should do. All right. So who got less than a 22 on your wisdom saving throws?
Me.
Zelvor.
Okay,
I
Shade.
did. I got a 20.
great.
I did as well.
So
Kevin, you add +6 to that, or did you? Is that already calculated in?
Yeah, I think it's already added in there.
Okay.
I just rolled 14. No, or whatever I rolled. Yeah, I rolled a 14 plus 6, so I got a 20.
if you failed, you have the absolute and utter desire to drink something. During your next turn, you have to spend an action drinking a liquid. If you do not have a liquid on your person, the only liquid present in this place is the molten gold.
Oh no!
What?
Oh my gosh, this is going
Wow.
to be freaking hysterical, John.
And we don't have a pack which has water in it?
I don't know, do you?
Do
Because
you?
why would you need it? You're immortal.
Oh. Hmm.
If
Oh,
you guys
wow.
can get out, I can make water and food.
So your action will be required to do that. Now, when I say that, you have to take a method that would be non-harmful. If you cannot take a path to do that, you do not have to do it. However, all actions during the turn that are not doing that will be taken at disadvantage. So if you have a method to get over and out of the prismatic wall, because that thing is very harmful, you can, of course, do that to go and get your liquid. If you cannot do that, you cannot take a normal
Okay.
movement action to get outside of it. You can
Crap.
perform normal actions, but you have a disadvantage.
This is going to be fucking hysterical when it comes to my turn, John.
I know exactly
I'm just
what I'm
saying
doing.
that now.
Hilarious.
Fucking hysterical.
So the next card flips, and that's so fun. I can't believe I got 2 face cards off the first 3 cards. Shade, you're up.
I don't want to drink it.
Well, you are. Do you have a flight method?
I could thunderstep.
Okay, if you want to, for a role-playing effect, because you do not technically have to, if you do not have a normal method of moving out. By the ways I've gotten it written, you do not have to try and get out, because you do not have a movement mode that'll get you out there.
Okay. Then no, I don't want to drink it.
Then any attack actions or anything you make against her for this turn will be at disadvantage. And you are so thirsty. You really want an alcoholic drink, like a nice stout Bicavarian ale would be perfect, but it's not here.
Yes, it would. Let's attack a lot.
All right, 5 attacks, all at disadvantage.
20.
Nope.
You got that bless, buddy.
Well,
25.
shield.
28.
That'll work. 22.
Don't forget your bless, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
he's
what-
fine. She's got 27 AC when she shields up, so
Oh, okay.
he just got
Yeah,
over
the
it.
blessed man. Yeah.
So 22 and 18 misses.
Yeah.
And
Last attack is a critical failure.
all right. Okay. The buffeting of blows, like you're swinging at her and you're hitting her, but it doesn't seem to be like going through flesh or anything. When you do get that one landed hit, you kind of hit her across the cheek, and she's kind of bleeding from the face now. She just kind of stares at you angrily, but she still then has like kind of like a mean smirk on her face. Make your weapon strike undercut the creature's resistance to your spells.
She'll just have disadvantage against the next save I force on it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Elamroth. Before. Nope, I already used mine too. Okay, you're up.
I'm gonna move back here, and then I'm going to do another shot on the 11 more points. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's it. I got nothing else. I can't get through.
11 and 7, so we're down 18. Okay.
Yep, almost there. Not enough.
Yep. Okay, it goes to her initiative. Well, I'm gonna die soon, so I might as well go out big, right?
Do it.
Yeah,
No balls.
I'm gonna. All right. Shade. When Viron. I guess it wouldn't matter for Zelbor and for Tryson. Yeah, just you two. She reverses gravity inside of the well. And actually, yeah, it'll only be inside of the prismatic well. The two of you fall up towards the ceiling. There's nothing for you to grab onto that's fixed on the floor. Just gold and treasure. It's all loose on purpose. So you fall towards the ceiling, which is covered in spikes, as mentioned before.
Could we try to grab onto someone nearby?
You'll need to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid... Everyone nearby is going up.
Okay.
Yeah. Except her. So you can make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the piercing, shattering spikes. This will be made at the end of your trajectory, which will put you outside of Malik's range. The dexterity saving throw is versus the spell DC. You succeed, you take no damage when Viron. You do not succeed, Shade.
21 doesn't succeed.
22 is the DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have bless, do you?
Yes. But is it Shade? Shade does?
Shade
Yeah,
does,
Shade
yeah.
does.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
a 21 with blood.
21 misses. So you'll be taking 28 points of piercing damage as you hit the ceiling. And you are kind of slightly impaled by the stalactites, but they break about around you. The two of you are now effectively, the ceiling is your ground. And as you kind of see her do that, she kind of looks up at you and smiles. And she should have flown up too. You also start noticing that the gold around her starts to fall up at you too as well when you're on dodging. And some of that 5d6 damage that you took is the gold coins battering you as they fall up to the ceiling. All right. But now gravity for you is reversed. The ceiling is ground. Malik.
And the effect is just above the square, the
Yeah.
rectangle?
It's inside of the square. So all gravity is reversed inside
I understand.
of that spot.
I understand.
Malik.
Malik!
All right. Luckily, Malik still has my favorite magic item on his character sheet. So you see him, he pulls out of his pack this little decanter, and then he pops the cork, and then he just like all this water comes pouring out onto his face.
What a
and
good
just
lad.
all over his body.
What a good
And
Nice.
then he
Pretty
starts
good.
like shaking his head.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Keep that bottle out, Malik.
You're like, this is the first time I've had been forced to drink. Yard. All right.
I mean,
I know
I'm
better.
always thirsty. I'm a freaking merfolk, so
Keep it out.
you know.
All right. Wembiron, you are up
Yep.
and above.
Wait, can I do one
Okay.
other thing?
Yeah.
I want one other question. Could I pull out a rope on my turn also? I believe I have that in my pack. Like it doesn't specifically say it, but
So
we're adventurers, right?
Your item interaction was getting out the decanter, and your action was drinking from the decanter.
Oh,
So
that's a good point.
The rope,
That's a good
the
point.
rope is not out. No. But
Okay.
on
All right. I'll
when-
have to do it later.
when Biron's turn, you do want to drink something, and I'd say from
Oh,
your
I got it
vantage-
covered.
vantage point above, it does look like Malik is within range of that, unless you have
Yeah,
something
so
else.
I'm going to write myself upside down, and I'm going to move outside and drop down
Okay.
beside Malik and grab that decanter of water. Either that or lick his skin.
Oh, real quick. Sorry.
Looking.
man.
I like that one. That one's funnier.
This is important.
I was going to lick his skin before the water came
Hold
out.
on, apologies. Real quick.
Sure,
I don't
sure.
mean to be terrible, but I do have to do this beat by beat. Malik, at the start of your turn, you started within distance of the wall. Please make a Constitution saving throw against the blinding.
Wait, is he already blind or no?
He's still blind, yeah.
So I think it's because you can see the light. So if he's blind, he shouldn't really have to worry about a con save against being blinded again.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. He's fine. When Viron, are you blinded yet?
Why would I be blinded?
You started within 20 feet of the thing. You ran at it. Every turn you start near the wall, you have to make a con saving throw to see if you get blinded.
So, but I was 30 feet above it
20
when
feet.
I ran on the ceiling. 20
But
feet of the ceiling is
I
It's
think
20 feet
it's
over,
whenever
30
you
feet.
enter within 20 feet of it or start within 20 feet of it.
So she'll be starting her turn on the ceiling, 20 feet above the wall. So at the start of this turn, you'll be outside of this 30 feet from Malik, and you'll need to make a Constitution
Right.
saving throw to see if you can see before you start doing the running
Okay.
down to him.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah,
a
this wall's a bitch.
That would be a 5.
Okay, so you're blind. Go ahead and make a Wisdom Perception check.
That would be a 27.
You are able to blindly, because of your nature and shadows and also your ability to kind of blind sense, move towards where you were going, drop down to Malik, and kind of reach out for the bottle. Malik, do you allow her to take the decanter? And he says, of course, without being able to speak. And I saw him mouth it, so you drink the decanter, and your action is spent doing so. You're
Okay.
still blinded, though.
Oh, good. You could always cure that, right? Can't you, Malik?
Yes, with a lesser restoration spell.
Already.
But there's already 2 of us that need that.
Dryson,
So
you are 20 feet above the wall. Your friends just flew up towards the ceiling near you. Go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw versus the blinding.
Well, is he within 20 feet?
It's 50 feet from the ground, but 20 feet from the top of the wall.
The wall, yeah. If you're flying above.
Right, but I'm.
Yeah, the math checks out. You're within range. Make the Constitution.
Yeah. I got you.
You're also outside of distance from, so you're blind. And what do you do?
I'm on magic missiles
Okay, you can't see the target.
in the general area.
bolt of blue force go flying down and hitting where the gold was, kind of slamming down on the ground around her. You can't see her, but she's kind of smirking still up at the lot of you. All right.
But you can't see it, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, you can see within range.
In between Dryson and Zelbor, she's going to go ahead and take her action, her legendary action, mind you. She is going to cast a spell on the 3 up at the ceiling above her. I need the 3 of you. Zelbor, you're still within range of Malik's aura. The other 2 are not. I need the 2 of you to go ahead and make wisdom saving throws. That's Shade and... oh, no, you'll need to make the wisdom saving throw still, but you have the +6, Matt.
Yeah, I know. I already made it. It's 9 + 6, so I'm going to fail probably.
Yeah.
Wisdom's like the worst.
And Shade, you're outside of his aura, and that will
Yeah.
fail. You 3 are slowed. Haste is counteracted, which I believe means it ends. It's dispelled by the slow. So for the next turn, you're in stasis. And then Dryson and Zelbor, you 2 are really slowed. Like the actual spell slow. All right. That's her legendary action in between. Zelbor, you're up. Take your slow turn.
Right, so I am apparently very thirsty. So I take out a small heart-shaped bottle with some lovely liquid in it that also has bubbles in it that are heart-shaped. And I drink that.
Okay.
John, I'm assuming I'm going to have to roll a dice to see who is the first person that I look at within this sorted group. How many people can I see currently?
The wall's currently blocking your ability to see Wenbiron and Malik. You can see Lasatu, you can see Shade, you can see Dryson. And I would say very vaguely you can see Elamroth. So that's a total of...
So I can see 4 people.
Right. And so what I would say is roll a
top to bottom, left to right, 1d4.
Yeah.
Alright, so 1 would be her.
Well, no. 1 would be the hardest person to get, which would be Elamroth, way over there.
Okay, I got a 1, so I can see Ellenroth.
All
So
right.
I fall madly in love with Ellenroth for the next however long it is. I have to look at what Filter of Love does.
All right.
How old are you?
400 and something.
All right.
Giggity goo.
Elamroth, a couple, is about 1,500 or so. Yeah.
For 1 hour, I am in love with Ellenroth.
All right. And for role-playing sake, we'll say that if anything harmful befouls Elamroth, you'll try to protect Elamroth. If
Oh my god.
wanna-
Malik is so
keep that
freaking
longer?
jealous right now.
you're effectively
I couldn't
Malik,
see
sorry, Malik.
This is exactly why I hadn't come back for a long time.
because you're just
You
so
were just
willy-nilly
upset 'cause
with
I
your
got married.
actions. All right, on 20, let's see, 1 second here. Okay, right. So then checking my notes. That
Why did I pick
is
Filter of Love for my potion?
the Page of Swords. So gonna roll. It's like 11d6. All right. Let's see. Does anybody inside of the lair have 30 or less hit points?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay.
Negative Ghost Rider.
All right. Nothing happens. The card fizzles and the next card flips. All right. Next up is Shade. You are 50 feet above her. And technically, you're actually 50 feet below her. Because gravity's upside down.
What's up with this deck of cards? Is it just like doing its own thing over?
It's kind of floating near her, yeah. Your axe has actually gone through it a couple of times. It appears to just be spectral. Also, you failed your save for drinking, or you succeeded?
Failed.
Yeah.
Is it still in effect? This is my next turn
Oh,
out.
that's right. That's right. You got shot through this. You were the one that was the lucky one. Everyone else got shot up so that they could see liquids before. Okay. Yep. No. Sorry. Apologies. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not a very smart guy. I'm just gonna shatter the deck and hit her with some of the AoE.
Okay. What's
See
the
what happens.
DC? She has disadvantage too, right?
Yes, she has disadvantage, and the DC is 20.
Okay. Magic resistance gives her advantage, so they counter. So she'll just roll straight. She got a 21. So she'll take half, and that'll be 8 points of force or thunder damage. All right.
Does it do anything to the deck?
It doesn't appear to do anything to the deck. But as you see the burst of thunder kind of detonate from the shatter point, you see the ground kind of crack around her, and her kind of gets slammed by it. And you see her body just kind of crumple and fall to the ground, and she lays motionless. Because reverse gravity is concentration, you fall, taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage. This is non-magical bludgeoning damage, if that matters. But 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall and hit the ground. And then make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
And Malik's aura, did you count it?
Nope, 24.
Okay, more than enough. So you only take half of this damage. So 12, as all of the golden treasure falls down on top of you. And you're just kind of, and you kind of manage to keep your ground as all these gold coins are just raining down on top of you. Her body lays in the pile and is basically just covered up by the golden treasure. The prismatic wall remains, but she lays in her pile. All right, we can continue this round of initiative in order. Elamroth, what would you like to do?
Pew pew! 8 more damage on the wall.
All right. The red line breaks, and now visible
Nice.
is the what's the next one?
Orange.
Orange is the next wall veiled. So you know how to break that if you've been reading. That one's going to require
Force.
strong wind.
I thought that one was force damage.
Orange, acid. The layer is destroyed by a strong wind.
Ah.
All right. Lasatu's body, you see kind of like a burbling underneath the gold. Something seems to be kind of happening to her corpse. And then you start to see the coins kind of start to sink in to the body kind of shaped mound that's present. Like it's melting. Malik.
Awesome. Malik is going to cast Lesser Restoration on himself so he's no longer blinded.
You see that when Viron is standing next to you holding your decanter of endless water. If you'd like, you can go ahead and take it back and return it to your bag.
As long as her thirst is satiated.
She appears to be blinded, but happy.
Not thirsty.
Not thirsty anymore. That's good. All right, cool.
All
Sounds
right.
like we're doing good.
Any movement from you, or are you staying where you're at?
Actually, I wouldn't be able to know. I wouldn't know that she is dead now, right?
No.
I
she's on the
wouldn't
other
think
side of
so.
the
So I
wall.
think I would just stay where I was.
Okay. Lenviron, still blinded.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab onto him
Okay.
so I don't.
Yeah, the second the decanter is being pulled away from you, just kind of grab onto his wrist.
Yep.
Trice.
I got nothing. I still can't see, correct? Correct.
Yeah, you're still blinded.
When do I get to make that?
That'd be
save?
turn 2. You don't get a save. After 8 more rounds, you'll be able to see.
Okay.
All right. Zelbor, at the start of your turn, it looks like that was your save. You succeed.
Well, actually, that was my save from last turn.
Oh, okay.
I realized
Well,
I
you,
missed it.
you would have
last
succeeded.
turn,
You
I-
were hovering above Malik.
Cool. And then
This
for
turn.
this turn also, I'm guessing.
Wall still persists. It's 10 minutes, so that one's, I think it's 7 rounds in right now. Still good.
Yep. And I am currently slowed,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just still right
Oh,
down
no.
below me.
Sorry, you're not slowed.
Oh, I'm not slowed?
Yep. She was holding concentration
Oh, that's-
on slow and reverse gravity.
Okay, so slow draw.
Gotcha. So she held on to reverse gravity as opposed to slow.
No, she held on to both. She's dead, though, so neither of them are persisting.
Oh, got you. I didn't realize she was dead. That was my bad.
Her body
Yeah, I got
appears
the-
to
I
have
got the
melted
slow.
inside of the gold coins.
I am going to basically just, in case anything pops out, I'm preparing to shoot one of my Crown of Stars
Okay.
beads at it.
You see the tarot deck shuffle through, and all the cards start just dissipating until there's only one card remaining. And you see that the card that remains is death. When that is done, Elamroth,
Oh, good. New beginnings.
Malik, you two outside see that the small volcanoes start to emit a very strange green smoke. On closer inspection of this green smoke, you notice that there are faces inside of the smoke that seem to be screaming in agony. The smoke seems to be billowing up, and then like an unseen wind is pushing it over the prismatic wall and down into the prismatic wall. So you see 4 streamers, those of you that are inside, of green smoke kind of billow in to where Lasatu's body was. As it does, you see the coins start to push off of the smoke, and the smoke seems to be taking a physical form.
Ooh, interesting. Can we cast spells if we want to?
Go nuts. But
Sweet.
that's on 20, so Shade, you're up.
Blind.
Oh, and don't forget to make a Constitution saving throw against blinding. Yeah, you're good.
I passed.
Okay, there's a billowing mass of smoke.
I attack a billowing mass of smoke.
I think you're
That's what I would.
you're smart enough, lad. You know that it doesn't do anything because Sean's meta man.
Yeah, I scratched my head.
Yeah, it does seem to be
That's my
taking
action.
on a face, a reptilian-like face. The smoke.
Show yourself, witch.
All right.
Tee-hee.
The Elamroth, you're up.
I'm gonna go up and cast Wall of Wind
Yep.
around it.
Boom! Orange is gone. This guy's knocking out the wall like crazy. I believe the next one up is.
Yellow, 64 stamp.
That's the one that I was thinking of.
All right. Okay. On Lasatu's turn, you see the green smoke start to form backwards and up and over the back wall of the prismatic veil. As you see that happening, the next thing that you that are inside of the box see is that claws start to dig through the prismatic veil and appear on the other side and slowly pull the back wall of the veil open. You then
Wait, on the other side, away from us?
You're going to see here in a second. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be epic.
You then
Oh
see
no!
the form of Ashmedea take full
Nice.
incorporated state. There.
Ashmedea needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It's within 20 feet of
She is immune to the blinded condition.
She needs to make a Constitution saving throw for being a dick.
She fails. She is.
Yes.
All right, and she will continue to remain on Lesata's initiative. Her turn.
I would like to say, John, I did say that I was holding if something threatening came up for my spell.
It sure did. I think everyone except for Dryson is inside of Malik's aura. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm still up at the top. I haven't moved.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
And then can I make my attack for the Crown of Stars
Yeah.
bolt? That's a 32 to hit.
Yeah, that'll work.
25 damage, radiant.
Okay. Takes it, and you failed the saving throw, right?
Yeah, 17 total.
You are frightened.
Oh, snap.
So you are immune to becoming frightened when you're in the aura. You do not become immune to the current frightened condition when you enter the aura. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, Malik, you are on the other side of the wall, but you can definitely see the mass of dragon looming over the back wall of the prismatic wall between you and it. What color were we on the wall again?
Yellow.
We are down to yellow.
Okay. So, yeah, Malik, it's your initiative. What would you like to do?
Oh well, I guess I have a woman clinging to me who is blind. So I will use a spell, touch her eyes, use like lesser restoration, and give her sight.
Thank you.
And then I'd say I'd get out of here, but I hear I'd be able to see the dragon, right? Because the
Top
thing
half
dropped.
of it, yeah.
I'd say I think we have to contend with that. Bum bum bum.
Yeah, if the wall is down, she would
No,
agree.
the wall is not down.
Yeah.
The back end of the wall is down.
Wall is not down.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
so we
redraw
wouldn't
it in
see it
yellow,
then.
but things are lagging. You
Okay.
see the top of it. Yeah, you'd see the top of it.
Okay, so we do see some of it, but at least we get a little bit of cover.
Basically, to you two, what it looks
Well-
like is a massive dragon behind a rainbow DM screen.
Oh,
But being
awesome.
being near the wall is not great.
I know, especially if you roll bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay where I
It
am.
still
for
made
now.
it red. Oh my god. Fiercely mad about it, but I guess I'm over it. All right, Malik. Nothing. Or you lesser restoration, right?
Yep.
Okay. So when Biron, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna teleport back inside the wall. Can I do that?
You can't see the other side to cast that teleport, and you can only use that
Take
ability
me
once.
with you.
Wait. Really?
Is it the Shatterkai ability?
Yes.
Yeah, it's once per short rest.
Blessing of the Shadow.
Correct. Once per short rest.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
That's bad. Then I'm just gonna move away a little bit,
All right.
and we're gonna regroup.
How far do you move?
20 feet.
Outside of the blinding sight? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's really, really blinding. Not good. Not good at all. Dryson, you're 50 feet up. You're still blinded, so no need to make a save. You definitely feel a change in the atmosphere of this place. Like there's something really big directly beneath you.
So I'm gonna float down to the ground
You kind of make it, I guess.
away.
Make a wisdom perception check, I guess. That's kind of important. Because you said you're flying down trying to move away from her, so that's important. Make a wisdom perception check. Okay. Go ahead and sorry, hold on a second. You said you're trying to move away from the thing that her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you rolled pretty bad, and you're blind, and you're moving away from her. So go ahead and make me a. Hold on a second. Yeah, make me a dexterity saving throw, I think it is, for this portion of it.
You said dex save?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm inspiration now.
Okay. So you succeed. So you'll take half of 10d6 lightning, so you'll only be taking 12 points of damage. And then go ahead and give me another saving throw.
Dex?
Mm-hmm.
Plus bless.
You're next to Malik
matter.
at this point.
Oh, okay, so it's
22.
22
Okay.
plus whatever the bless is.
You're only taking 11 points of damage from this is poison on this one. Go ahead and make another one.
$30.
More than enough. You're only taking 15 on this one. And make another one.
$16. I don't know if the bless will matter.
Yeah, nope. You are magnetized. We'll cover that here in a second after you're done. And go ahead and make one more saving throw.
Wait, he'd have advantage if it was for poisoned or something.
No. It's for restrained.
It's not. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep. So the last one will take effect because you're already blind. But you all watch as Dryson lowers himself blindly towards the back end inside the cube and gets too close to the wall and starts slamming into it near its top. And then you see him locked in the wall as the looks like the indigo colored portions of the wall start to kind of drag him into the wall and hold him there. During your next turn, at the start of your turn, you'll be taking the effects of the wall again, I believe.
Oh my god!
Yeah, probably not a smart idea to move blindly around a prismatic wall, but all right. You still have an action if you'd like to take it. You are blind though. Another note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I don't have any. I don't have anything.
That's fine.
I don't think.
You can Misty Step or teleport or something.
I can teleport, but I can't see to know where I'm going.
That's true. You can't cast teleport without. Well, Dimension Door would work. Vague idea. But
I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, Dimension
Yeah.
Door, you only need to know distance, basically.
Yep.
Or approximate distance.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll a d8, and tell me how many feet you want to move away from your current position.
Like 20-ish?
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead.
Because I won't be able to go through the wall. Oh wait, no. The back end of the wall is gone, right?
Just tell me how many feet you want to move, and basically the d8 was a roll for directionality. I'm starting a specific location.
Oh,
Since
okay.
You don't know which way's up, which way's around, because your perception check was shit.
Right. I'll just go 20 feet then.
Okay. All right. Since that's putting you into a physical body, you'll go ahead and take damage from the Dimension Door. Go ahead and read your spell see how much damage you're supposed to take and take the damage accordingly as you are slammed back into the wall. I'm going to say your frame didn't actually get full out of the wall. I'll be a kind DM in this specific portion and only this specific portion. You will not immediately take the prismatic wall damage from being shunted back into it. Zelbor,
Jesus.
Dryson,
are.
like a fly attached to a fly strip, bounces about on the other side of the kind of the top of the wall. You can see him on your side, and the dragon looms before you.
I mean, I feel bad, but I'm sorry, Dryson. You're not my true love right now.
Elmroth is.
Play's gotta play.
Elmroth, more like Galamrock. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying
He
to...
likes my
Also-
horns.
Am I still with it? Yeah, I'm still within distance of Malik, so that's 25 for my save.
You good?
So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bonus action send another like mote from my crown of stars at the dragon.
Yep.
Because bonus action, that's a 16. I'm guessing that misses.
Misses. The wing kind of raises up to block it.
Darn you, my old enemy,
And Draconic.
with the wing.
It says, "I tire of you, youngling."
Your mother, Trebek. And you know what? I'm going to cast Synaptic Static at the dragon.
Okay. Good.
So he needs to make a.
She.
Give me a second. She needs to make a what type of saving throw? Intelligence saving throw.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's not my best.
Guys, I found the weakness. It's intelligence, and it needs to be of 21.
21. Okay.
21.
I have advantage. It's a spell. And my bonus is 16. Let's see. Yeah, 26 will work.
Are you sure about? Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so you take half of 32
Okay, so
psychic
16.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far
And then I.
only one who's damaged her.
Woohoo! Guys, I did something. I'm useful.
Way
Maybe.
to go.
And then
And then I'm going to fly currently outside of the.
oh,
Well, actually, you know,
do you see
yeah,
where
I'm
this is
gonna
going? Do you see...
outside of the prismatic wall.
Oh, did you see where this is going? Is that why you're running away?
I have a feeling.
Just breathe right in that bitch.
Yeah, I was right there, 35. Yeah, I'm moving over there.
Pretty sure Dryson's dead.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean,
I'm
he can
so
always
dead.
rip off his patch.
Yeah, you can do that as a reaction. By the way, you can peel the patch and bamp back to home base as a free action. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, Zelborg, good turn. Shade before you go on 20. New setup. The deck of cards, as I mentioned, is gone. It's no longer present. Now we're just
Right.
dealing with real deal dragon shit. So. Give me a second. My stuff is being really obnoxiously slow, lagging. I hope everybody enjoys the watching. Super fun.
If you don't, it's okay. We
I
understand.
think
you
Tim's
hate
in there.
us.
I love that Tim guy. He's good people.
Oh yeah.
This is your fault.
This is all your fault.
Right. That's right. Tell him.
All right. If you are standing within 10 feet of a magma wall or magma vein, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
So that would be me.
You are flying 30 feet up,
Good point. That would not be me.
unless you've changed altitude, and I missed that.
I really didn't. I think I just flew straight out of there.
I figured that was the case. And that would be the magma veins, not the shoots. The shoots are for something else. I'm talking about the big golden gold.
Gotcha.
And if you are next to them, so your dexterity saving throw will be. Looks like Malik, you are adjacent to one. Dryson, you're not technically adjacent to one because there's a prismatic wall in the way. Elamroth and Winviron, you two are close enough for that. So
I'm safe.
Yeah,
Right?
you're in here with me.
No, you're in here with me.
That's right. Um,
You're in here with me.
looks pretty good. So Chris, that's a 14. Malik, that's a 12. Shade, no save necessary.
Oh,
I need Andy saving throw from you, and Chris Chodia saving throw from you.
28.
Chris, me.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
I
Chris
rolled
Edwards.
an 8, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that
Oh.
part. I see it there. No, Chris Edwards, you're fine. The wall's blocking you. The one that's eating you.
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's saving your life against this.
Does my
So-
wind wall help at all?
Did you just use the windmill to like push the wall down, or did you?
No, I made a cone. I was going to make a cone around me to get on the wall, but also to help if anything hits at.
What is the specific? I mean, I didn't see you click the spell. That's why I asked. What's the
wait.
spell do?
Wall of strong wind rises from the ground. Here, I'll just copy and paste. Hold on.
Yep.
So the fire goes through the wall?
No, that's what I was saying. It doesn't go through the wall, the prismatic wall.
Linked.
No, this wouldn't affect this. Okay, so let me explain what's happening, and you'll understand why. It kind of slams its meaty claw down in front of Shade and kind of looks at him, and then you see her tail kind of slam down against the stone. The entirety of the heart trembles, and it causes everything gravity-wise to kind of spike because it's sitting inside of the bob. All of the liquid hot gold starts splashing outwards, so everyone who's close to those veins gets smacked with like hot gobs of liquid gold.
Oh, good.
So you take, if you made a DC 15, which I think when Viron did, you ignore the damage because you have evasion. If you did not get a DC 15, so everyone else, you'll be taking the full brunt of this 21 points of damage. Fire damage, of course. All right. Cool. That's the lair action, and then between the lair action and Shade, Ashmedea will use a legendary action. Because of course she will. She is going to recover using Draconic Spellfire. She is going to recover a spell slot that she cast while she was in her level slot 2 form. Okay. Shade, you're up.
Is Dryson flying, or is he on the ground?
Dryson is attached to the wall, about 25, 30 feet up at the top of the wall.
Before we go too far, John, can I use my ring of evasion?
Yes.
I'm going to use that.
Good deal.
Well, one charge.
Sure.
Con check at the beginning. Like,
For the blinding,
I'm gonna sidestep a little bit.
Okay. For position.
Yeah, that's. Spell. Oh yeah, boy. 35 crit thing with Twisted Eye.
You crit?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So as a reaction to being crit, I'll use Return Fury. I immediately make a single claw attack against you. If it'll let me click.
Interesting.
All right, 36 to hit. And actually, let me check something here real quick. Return Fury says she can immediately make a single claw attack. If she hits, treat the result as a critical success. So she will deal 29 points of slashing damage to you, and then you're dealing 19 slashing damage plus 12 psychic, so 19 and 12 is 41, am I right? Is that 41? Yeah. And Twisted Eye states,
-2 to her attack roll.
yep.
Bonus action melee from battle mine.
Oh, hold on a second. No, I got a 36. It was a shit ton. So, yeah. All right, Battle Mind.
22 to hit.
Double checking. All right, normally that would. She's going to go ahead and use her... She already used her reaction to... Yeah, she already used her reaction this cycle to return the blow. So, yep, she'll take the hit. And that'll be for 17 points. So 59 total for the turn. Cool, cool, cool. You haven't beat your best.
I almost saved it.
I mean,
I'm waiting.
you kind of lead with that on your first ever attack roll with this character. I mean, 59. All right. Pretty well wounded. As you're getting in close to her and tangling with her like this, you notice that her chest carapace, there's a large tear in it, and you can see what looks like something kind of moving around inside.
It's a mech.
Introductions are necessary. Oh, no. That's not piloting it. That's just powering it.
Where her heart was.
Yeah. She will use another legendary action to... she'll hold on to it, actually. Go ahead, Elamroth. We'll wait between Elamroth and her.
I can. She's above, right? So I can see her. She's big.
Okay, so just so you understand her dimensions, she's about 25 feet wide on the map, so 6 squares, or 30 feet wide on. So, yeah, that's dimensionality. But in actuality, like her wingspan is probably closer to like 100 feet. Like if she goes full out, and she's probably about 40 feet tall. So yeah, she's just below the ceiling.
Cool. Elmroth's gonna point his arm at her, and his skin's gonna start turning brown and dark and look like it's dying away, and he's gonna cast Harm upon her.
Okay. I think Harm's a touch spell, is it not?
Is it? Oh,
Check.
60 feet. 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Okay, and is there a DC?
It says that
Oh,
con
Con.
target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage,
Okay.
or half on a successful saving.
Cool. She succeeds, but then you see that the damage is resisted as well. So 52 half would be 26, 26 half would be 13. All right.
Fine.
Yeah. Pretty solid. Okay. In between Elamroth and Losatu, she's going to use her remaining legendary action point, because she gets 4, to teleport anywhere within 120 feet.
Ooh.
If my thing would stop lagging, this would be great.
Come on.
Oh my god, please do the thing. Anyways, the point is she's going to be appearing on the left side, outside of the wall.
Yay.
And then on her initiative, she's going to use her breath weapon to shoot everybody outside the wall.
Yay.
I need everybody outside within a 120 feet, or 90 feet rather, cone of her, which is basically going to cover the wall and then out in a 90-degree fashion, and then 90 feet out. So I believe that covers all 4 of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good. That's one of the ones that I'm actually trained in.
Sure.
28.
Target number 22, of course.
I miss. I'm going to use my ring for charge number 2.
Yeah, hold on a second.
I have 1 charge left.
I don't think it added my +6. Or maybe it did. I don't know. I got 18 if it didn't add my +6.
So you succeeded the saving throw instead.
Sweet.
I failed.
All right. So when Viron, you'll be taking half.
Mhm.
Chris, you'll be taking half. Matt, you'll be taking
No,
half.
you're within my aura. Andy?
I add 6, I get 21, so I missed 22.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to get 22. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And so 112 damage for the breath weapon. Did anybody fail? No, nobody failed it. So everyone's taking half. So that'll be 56 points of damage fire to each one of you 3.
Ouchies.
Oh, yeah.
That hurts.
And Shorty rolled the worst. Roll a d6.
I'm bloodied.
Me?
Yes, please.
This is actually the first damage I'm taking, I think.
Ever, because Elbor never got attacked in the game. Alright.
Seriously.
You do not think that her breath has recharged. Alright. That was her initiative.
How much
so 50.
Sorry, I missed how much.
56. And then you'll have
Is
it.
that half?
Because fire.
Oh.
Because you.
So wait a second. 56 was already half.
Yeah.
20,
Damn.
26,
112.
26 d6.
Ouchies.
Yeah.
That's
Give us some
rough.
healing, healers.
So, Malik, you are up on the initiative count.
Awesome. What I'm going to do, I noticed I
You're going to
have,
metamorphosis into a fish body and jump into the magma?
Oh, that would be epic. I'd be like, ah!
He's
Except
up.
for the part where you died.
It's an epic death. All right, I'm gonna move down here. I believe I could use my ring of free movement to get through the dangerous terrain. believe that's what
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
fine.
And then I'd like to use lay on hands on when Viron
Okay.
for about like 75 or something like that.
Oh, give me all that
75
sweet lovin'.
Because you know you
Yeah,
didn't have to
70.
move to her to do it. You can actually do it from range.
You sweet, sweet fish.
Oh,
And
you're right.
Give
yeah.
it to me, you sweet fish.
you do it as a bonus action, too.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oath of Mercifulness. Making lay on hands, a cool
I
thing.
know, yes. It is. All right, I will do that then. And then, all right, I will do that. And then for my action, I gotta do something cool to that stupid dragon. But, all right. Dragon. I could also cast a spell if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, because lay on hands is not a spell.
All right, I will cast Death Ward on myself, and then next round I'm gonna try to kill that son of a bitch.
Fair enough. By the way, guys, you're about a sixth of the way there on this one.
A sixth.
Oh, also, John, I just realized I actually have 2 extra motes for my crown of light because of the crown.
Yeah. So it was you had 6 remaining, so it should be 8 remaining, right? 'Cause you used-
No, I actually used 3 of them so
Oh.
far, so I had 4 remaining,
So now you have
but
6
I now have 6 remaining.
because we didn't do math right. Okay.
Oh, you know
There-
what?
there
Could
were
I
two-
use
two
could I
hiding
use my
inside.
chalice for that spell?
For Death Ward? Yeah.
Yeah, I have it on my chalice. I'll use that instead. Sorry.
All right. Pulls out his
Oh, boy.
his cup.
Oh, dang it, I also should have rolled an extra damage for Synap. Oh, no, I shouldn't have. Never mind.
Golden Cup of Awesome. When Viron, you are
Awesome.
up.
We have 2 healers, right?
We do. It does look like there's a
Get ready for healing.
a specific position adjacent to her that you could stand
ready.
on, and there's only one.
That's not what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna move here. Thank you. I can move here. I want to jump here.
Everything's lagging real quick, so I can't see what you're saying.
Can you see where I am right now?
No.
Okay.
Give it
Describe
a second.
No problem. There's a little rock
That-
that's amid the
one place,
thing there.
The one place you could land and be adjacent to her, yeah.
Yeah. And I'd want to strike it and sneak back.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack. That'll hit.
29.
Yep. Sneak attack will not take precedent because there's no adjacent ally and you are not hidden.
Right. And then so does an offhand attack work with this thing? Like I can't use a bonus action?
She
No.
doesn't
So there's no
do
bonus
offhand
action
attacks.
attack. She sucks.
No, she doesn't suck.
I know. I
What
want more hurts.
What you should have done is 5-foot step back behind the corner, take a hide action, then dart forward and stab.
All right. Well, instead, here's what I'll do. I'll do that for next time. I'll because I have the mobile. I can move out of the way without provoking opportunity,
Correct.
and then we can go around the corner and hide now. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
That works.
Okay.
And just go ahead and make a stealth check, which will probably be insane.
Yeah. 51.
Yeah.
52. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Dryson, you are attached to the wall at the start of your turn, and you're blinded. So we're going to do this one by one.
I'm a man for the out.
Yeah, it sounds like that's probably true.
I don't want to kill somebody else's character. Like,
Perfectly acceptable. Yellow, dex saving throw. All right, you'll take 11 points of lightning damage. Dex saving throw. Wow, that's really bad rolls on my part. Oh, okay. 21 points of poison damage. You'll be taking that one for full. It's not a lot. And then another dex saving throw. Yep. So you'll only be taking 15 on that one.
down.
Before you do, you can rip. Okay. Or you can stay and hopefully get healed. Your call.
Nah, ripcord go.
Okay. All right. So Dryson disappears from where you can see Shade as he is having issues with the prismatic wall.
I healed the wrong person.
It's all right.
I'm not sure it would have made much of a difference right now, unfortunately.
No, I totally botched that.
Yeah. Well, the way you stated it was very poor. So I put a yellow tab on him, on Dryson, to notate that he is exited. His position will remain there for though. And let's see. All right. Zelvor, your initiative is up. You notice
Right.
the gray light kind of dissipate. You've seen these before. Basically, it's a removal and reset to the hole. So Dryson is alive. Probably worse for wear, but alive.
So, quick question about Wish.
Okay.
I know I can use it to cast a lower level spell.
Mm-hmm.
However, if that lower level spell has a longer casting time than Wish, which is instantaneous, does Wish still happen, or does a spell happen instantaneous, or will it still take however long that spell is supposed to take?
I suppose it depends on how you... What's the spell that you're wanting to make?
I'm kind of wanting to make a duplicate of myself right now.
Like a clone?
Like a simulacrum.
Oh, okay.
Which has a casting time of like 12 hours, which is the reason why I want to make sure. Because Wish is instantaneous, simulacrum takes 12 hours. I'm not sure which time takes precedent here.
If you're
so I'm defaulting to you.
If you're casting Wish, go ahead and throw Wish up there real quick. I think it's going to be a yeah, but I'm just checking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. This is the reason why I'm defaulting to you on
You're
this.
duplicating the spell's effect. You're not duplicating the spell like as if it were cast by you.
Right, which is what I was thinking technically, but I wanted to verify before I tried this.
Because you're duplicating the effects of the spell. So I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit so I'm outside of counterspell range then,
Sure.
which I think would be like there-esque.
All right.
It's hard to tell.
And
But yeah, and then cast Wish to make a second Zelbor.
Okay.
So there's 2 of me now,
Wow, with all the same spell slots and abilities.
with all the same spell slots and abilities.
Wow,
Of you-
No
amazing.
items.
Well, real quick, of you right now. So if you have 2 9th level spell slots, right?
I don't think that the boon would carry over.
Okay. So then it will have cast its 9th level slot.
That's perfectly fine.
Yep. And any other spell slots that you're missing, it's missing.
Okay.
Same personality.
Effectively, because
Well, it wouldn't have that. Yeah, us. I mean, it's literally basically a clone of me.
right, and because you're creating a raw, instantaneous, like hot Xerox press Zelborox off the presses right now, it's literally identical to you in every way that you are right now. It's pimping that fly outfit. You said it doesn't have the items.
It does. It would not have the items.
Okay,
No.
we'll have a discussion about that in another round.
Are you saying because of the crown?
We'll have a discussion about that in another round. But yeah, shade.
Well, no. I like this.
You know it'll persist for a little while. It's not going to live for a long time.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I just kind of wanted to cast
Yeah.
like a couple of damage spells, basically.
Zelbor and Zelbor 2 will act on 25 initiative. It's not going to act immediately upon creation.
I didn't think it would.
And then go ahead and do me a favor and roll me a D10.
That is a 9.
You are 100% certain from experimentation and kind of knowing a lot about the crown that's on your head that simulacrum will last for 9 minutes before it starts to age rapidly and die.
Awesome.
So you're going to watch yourself die in agonizing horror as well.
To be fair, I'd like to say this is probably not the first time I've watched myself die in agonizing.
This is probably something I played around with a bit.
So
And then I'm
twisted.
also going to bonus action shoot one of my motes from the crown because it's
Okay.
a 120-foot range.
Swing it.
19
misses.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
So that was on 25. On 20, it goes to lair action. That's so wonderful. Let's see.
John, real quick, do you want to fix your windows? Is it possible for you to fix the windows?
What's happened?
Chris is gone.
Chris
Oh.
left and it messed everything up.
Hold on a second here.
I'll be right back.
So we're a sixth of the way through killing this thing, huh?
No,
Ugh.
more like a fifth.
Oh, okay. That's slightly better.
My spells won't go through that wall, will they?
No. Not through the prismatic wall.
That sucks.
To be honest, though, like, I'm going to give you mad props, Chody, every time we ever hang out, because you're the first person I've ever seen try to, just straight shoot down a wall of a prismatic wall.
I mean, to
Sorry.
be fair, it takes...
No, I'm loving it. It's my favorite thing that's ever happened. That's what I'm trying to say.
It was the only thing that I had cold.
No, yeah, I'm digging it. But you're the first. I mean, you knocked down 2 of the 7 veils. Like,
I don't have force. I can't do anything else.
it's dope. But yeah, no, good effort. I'm
Trying, buddy.
I'm genuinely impressed. It should look tight now, right? There's like a black line in the bottom.
No, not on my screen. It's still screwed up.
Looks okay on mine.
Well, on the Twitch it looks alright, right?
Yeah, on
I
Twitch.
think it's okay.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah. And Chris was in the bottom left corner on Twitch, so everything still looks like it's.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the last one
Yep.
on the bottom. I just turned my phone zoom on, so that'll work. Okay. Because I didn't make multiple.
Lair action.
Lair act, thank you. Everybody make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. That's everyone. Present, please.
You know, I'd complain about you reminding him about the lair action, but I kept reminding him, so I've got no leg to stand on.
I got a 17 with bless.
I
and
literally can't fail this,
Okay.
19.
If you roll a 1,
no
you
matter
fail.
what. Well, right. But if I'm in the aura, I cannot fail it unless I roll a 1.
Yep. So roll a 1. Oh, you didn't do it. All right. So if you got
No, I did not do it.
if you got over a 15, you're fine. If you didn't get over a 15, you fall prone. The entire
Both Zelbors passed.
the entire place starts to shake. The Zelbors like hug each other. The one without the crown says, "I'm gonna die, aren't I?"
Shh, it's okay. It's okay.
Just feel like I don't have long to live. Shade, Thanos, you are up. You're pretty sure it's just around the corner there, around the wall.
blind check.
Blind check, please.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll peek around the corner of the wall.
there's a big ass dragon over there.
Ah, there you are.
I found you.
It waves hello.
I'm gonna action surge and teleport to here.
Okay, my stuff's still catching up, so.
I teleported behind her, and I'm gonna make 10.
Sounds great.
Yeah, have some. 29 on the first.
Okay. Real quick note: you're currently standing on a very strange-looking, discolored stone. As you touch on that stone, you feel just like hatred and like pure demonic energy kind of flowing through you. You're familiar with this kind of stone from your studies. This is known as blood rock. While you're standing on it, you crit on an 18 through 20. So please keep in mind that you should be checking your
Ooh.
attack roll dice for that.
Cool.
Sweet.
That first one is not a crit.
No, but does it hit?
Oh yeah, 29 hits.
All right. 16 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. That is a crit.
All right.
Yeah, 19 on the.
Real quick, hold on a second. I'll use my reaction for the turn to trigger for return hatred, and I crit you back with my claw.
Yeah. You're coming with me.
38 points of damage. All right, that's my reaction for this cycle. That's your second attack. Go ahead with the third.
Yeah, but it should have been a crit.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
19.
So-
That's a 19.
Your crit damage is maxed, so it'll be 12 added on to that. And then the Axe of Thanos. Yeah, it'll just be a D12. I don't think it has any bonuses to damage.
No, but then there's what great. No,
No,
that's not it.
That's included already. So 39 for the crit.
All right, fair enough. Third attack of 10. Maybe I'm lagging now.
Yeah, mine has been lagging
Critical failure.
okay.
Inspiration there?
I mean, if I'm not gonna lose the rest of my attacks, I'm alright with just losing one.
26 will hit for 20 more.
Yeah. Fifth attack.
Mm-hmm.
22 more. Yep.
Well, real quick, sorry, I hate to be a bother. You should be making a total of 8 attacks, not 10.
You're right.
Yeah. I didn't want to get too far into it. It did sound dope though. 22. Just I kind of want to live. I want to live.
No. You're coming with me.
No, I don't like living. 22. Okay. Then the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7.
26 to hit.
That'll do. What's the damage on that one?
16.
Okay. Hold on a second. It's lagging. All right. And then 22 hit without the blast, but yeah, you still have it for 2 more rounds now. No, for no more rounds. He cast the wall. That's a concentration spell. So you're no longer blessed, but 22 still hits. 28 definitely hits as well.
All right. 15 more.
Yeah, no one is still blessed.
21 on the last.
That'll miss. All right. So pretty solid. Almost 100 damage. Just around 100 damage. No, a little over 100 damage. Yeah, pretty good. Not from one attack though. LM.
He's gonna put his hand down and have a ball of light come into it and throw it up above the dragon. And it's gonna pulse out into a wave of healing. It's gonna hit Joe, myself, the fish guy, and that's gonna be mass heal.
Let's see.
Mr. Paul.
And anyone else, I can't see anyone else. Can I?
What's the
Here you go,
radius
Kevin.
For, you said mass healing
It's a
word?
nickname.
Oh, fish
It's
sticks.
30-foot radius, mass cure wounds. I'm sorry.
It's a 30-foot radius from you, I think.
No, it was 60 foot,
Was it?
60 feet range.
Oh, and then 30 out from it. Okay,
Yeah, so that's why I'm doing the ball where I throw it up and then it pops out.
cool. And hold on, let me check the wording on that.
Big ups to my man Shaft
Ooh, Shaffy.
with the 100 bits for John.
Ooh. Hey, Shaff. Who in the chat? If you want to type somebody who gets inspiration for that 100-bit tip. That's not really how.
I burned mine already.
That's not really how it's
God,
gonna work.
if
But
I
I
were
will do
you,
it
I'd
for
give
fun.
inspiration to
It's
the
an
DM.
Joe,
There's
extended
no way that
Patreon.
players would hate that.
Joe, if you have inspiration already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
give it to Andy.
No. No, that's not how we're dishing on this one.
Okay.
So if
That's
you-
very kind of you, though, Joe.
Something that wasn't told to you beforehand. I was hoping people would hold onto their inspirations longer and gain inspiration for cool shit. Since you're gaining it this way, you will gain. No, that's not how it works, Shaffy. You instead will gain legendary resistance 1 tick. So if you need to make a saving throw, you can spend the legendary resistance to automatically make the saving throw.
Oh,
And you
that's
have
pretty
inspiration.
cool, Joe.
Nice.
Nice.
But thank you,
Yeah.
Shaff.
Shaft is coming through with the support.
Oh my god.
Yeah, baby.
This guy's just chucking the. Anyway, I feel like a whore now. I'm gonna
How much
move.
did you heal us?
They all get inspiration. You get inspiration, and you.
And you get inspiration. Everyone gets inspiration.
John's going through the wording.
No.
real quick.
Sorry, I got distracted. What was the dice? Roll the dice.
There was mass cure wound.
3d8 plus your wisdom.
Okay, Andy. Just want to make sure you know what you're getting into
With what?
with what I messaged you about.
Oh, I don't know. What am I getting into? But I mean, I could try.
19 healing for Malik, Elemroth, and Shade. All right. All right. So
I'm not done. I want to move.
okay.
Okay.
All right. The creature kind of turns its way around to kind of face off against you, Shade, during its in between, not on its turn, and you see the heart section. You see what appear to be tendrils kind of lash out of it, and then a very solid whip kind of centered in the tendrils flare out towards you and slam into you. 31 to hit. Make a strength saving throw. Did it roll? Yeah, roll 20s. apparently really hot tonight.
Wait, who were you asking to do that?
Joe, at Shade Pathos.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, failure. So the weird like chain ball thing, this weird flail of a whip, comes slamming into your chest and kind of pincers into your armor. You can see cracks in the glass, and it drags you 5 feet to the right into the magma. You take 13 points of piercing damage from the whip. You take 3 points of lightning damage from the whip as well, so a total of 16. And then as you step out onto the magma, you take 54 points of fire damage. And
Well, you finally got me bloody.
if you
Good
start,
job.
if you start your turn on the magma, you can make a dexterity saving throw to get off of it. Otherwise, you're going to take the 20d6 on the start. All right. Now it's Lasatu's turn. I mean, Ashmedea's
I don't
turn.
want to be on the magma.
Well, that's fine. I figure you're going to be there for a while dealing with that problem. So I'm going to deal with your cleric. I'm going to move.
Move, not disengage.
No!
No disengage.
Have some more axe before you go.
Sure.
22 to hit, 21 damage.
That'll do. I'm going to go... I think here should be sufficient. No, one over. Here should be sufficient. Ashmedea kind of turns her head around the corner, peeking around. When Viron, you are hidden, but you are now visible to Ashmedea because she's staring directly at you.
Even because I have the ability to be sort of be in dim light, and I rolled like a 50.
So, because of the way that she's staring at you right now, because she's effectively adjacent to you, she will be able
Okay.
to see you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you were like in a dim section and she was kind of looking across a room at you, that'd be a little different. But because she's effectively adjacent to you, her blind
To be
sense.
Okay.
totally honest,
Run away,
it doesn't
Andy!
matter.
Run
He's in the
I
buff.
think I will.
She's in the buff. She can't hide.
Oh yeah, the light. Yeah, you're in the
Okay.
light aura from. Thank you, Chody.
Oh yeah, that is true. You are
That
in the
is
light.
true.
And Joe, Shaft wants to let you know that the floor is lava. Anyway, the dragon
Sick reference.
We're
I
walking
mean,
on
why do you think
cushions.
Zelbor's flying?
will. I think I'm going to cast a spell. Yeah, I think I'm going to cast a spell. How many hit points do you have, when Viron?
All of them. 143.
Okay, cool. So it's under 150. The dragon kind of moves its head around the corner, then dips its head down, seeing you there in the light, and says, Mark. And in Draconic, that means stun. And no saving throw allotted. You are stunned during your next turn. At the end of your turn, you can save. Until you save, you are stunned.
Oh boy.
All right. That's
Okay.
Ashmedea's action. And I don't think I have any bonus actions. Yep. Nothing.
Not good.
All right. That'll go to Malik.
All right. Well,
It's Trident
shit
time.
a lot of shit is going down in this last round. So what I would do, Malik, he's still damaged a little bit, so he heals himself with the rest of his lay on hands, which is about 56.
Mhm.
But then he, as his action, transforms into, I believe it's like Angel of Mercy or something. I'll
Yep.
click it for you fun people here. And so basically, yeah, I transform into an angel. I could start to fly. The best thing about it is I get all my abilities back. So I get like all my lay on hands back because it's a cleric ability.
So
So that's why I was trying to use it all.
when the wings sprout out of your back, the armor that you're wearing is perfectly slotted to accept and receive those wings, like it was custom built for that. So your feathered wings enter into the metal armor on your back. Yeah, you regain all spent class features as if you had completed a long rest, excluding Angel of Mercy. Your lay on hands, yeah, you can now use lay on hands to yeah, you see yourself. But yeah,
And
do you want
I
to
start to fly up.
fly
Yeah.
up to meet Ashmedea face to face?
With my trident. So, like,
Yeah,
that's what it's for. The dragon slain trident. No.
solid action. All right, and when Viron, you are stunned. End of your turn. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
18.
Okay, that's plus
Would the
6.
23 save?
That I.
Well, no.
Oh, plus
She-
is plus
Yeah,
6.
don't pay her
Plus
aura.
6, right?
She's in the aura, yeah.
Yeah, so
you're not
24.
So your turn's over, but you are not stunned.
Okay. So there's no movement now.
Correct. Your turn concludes, and then
Okay.
you make a save. Yeah. All right. Zelbor, number 1, and Zelbor number 2.
Right. So Zelbor number 2 is going to cast Disintegrate at Asmodea.
All right. And what's your distance from me right now?
It is
60 feet.
less than.
Okay. I'll go ahead and use my reaction for this cycle to dispel magic, or not dispel. I keep doing that. Counterspell.
For counterspell.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
do it at the 3rd level, so I have to roll.
You have to roll. It has to be at least a 17.
Yep. I have a plus 10 to the roll.
So you have to roll at least a 7.
Huh.
One.
Yeah, I got an 18.
Okay.
So,
And then
so close. I had to add. My brain wasn't working. And
that's
that
fine.
was it.
And then Zelbor Prime is actually going to cast a spell on Wenviran.
Oh yeah.
And Wenviran is going to become a ancient white dragon. Because true polymorph.
Okay.
I need to move slightly closer to
What size
her
dragon?
for that. It's gargantuan size.
It's a adult.
It is a ancient.
Oh.
It has to be at least my the CR has to be my level at least,
Okay.
and it's a challenge rating of 20 for an ancient white dragon.
All right.
Jesus, nice, dude.
Yeah, this is why I like true polymorph.
Quick question. Do any effects that are present or lingering on a creature, does it keep any effects from items or anything like that?
Let me read through the spell and I will get back to you on that.
Okay.
I think that the items should stay because
I know
I'm
for regular
changing
polymorph
them.
it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure for true polymorph. I think it does. But yeah, come back to me after I read through the spell just to make
Sure.
sure.
I just need to know before the start of her turn.
Right.
There are certain lingering effects that are being kind of mitigated by the band. So if it doesn't have those effects, there will be problems. Is there a big white dragon on the map?
There is a big white dragon on the map now, yeah.
Where did you
Well,
put it?
or I don't see it right now. Sorry.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Should've
might
dropped
take a second 'cause roll
right
20
around
being-
right here on- Yeah, it's being
Yeah,
really
baby.
slow.
Okay,
Hey.
yeah, now there is.
I dropped it and I don't see it, but yeah.
It is right
It's
on
there.
Zelbor, so it needs to be over a little bit, but it is there.
Yeah, hold on.
Your white
Oh my
dragon is so
God.
small.
It is way smaller than Ashmedea.
I know.
Oh, well, sure.
It's
yeah.
not even funny.
Give me control of that stuff.
I'm really trying.
Yeah, it's all right. No, I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just excited.
It's not working. Oh, man.
Okay, John.
Yeah.
The target sphere melts into the new form. The creature can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
Can?
Cannot.
Okay. Good to know. And then that was True Zelbor, and Baby Zelbor used Disintegrate and got dispelled. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so True Zelbor's also going to bonus action Crown of Stars.
Okay.
It's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit on the nose. And I use
All
my
right, and
reaction
then
to counter, so.
That's an 18
You
to
should have the dragon,
Radiant.
Andy.
Okay.
And then True Zelbor is going to pull back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I do.
Still flying.
All right.
So good.
I'm so happy that I turned Andy into a giant dragon.
I'm so happy you did too, Matt. This was awesome.
9th level spells are fun. I have no more of
How
them.
much was that star again?
18 radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So 20 will be the lair action. I'm going to Magma Pulse. Everybody who is outside, within 10 feet of a magma vein, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. If you are in a magma vein, no dexterity saving throw, you automatically take the damage.
And so that just means by any fire imagery?
Basically,
right?
if it looks like it's a stream of magma, then that's a magma vein. And
I'm
if
going to
you-
use my last hit on my ring.
Okay, if you
It's gone.
succeed, you're taking 10 points of fire damage, unless you have evasion. Not a ring of
Fails.
evasion. If you have evasion, you're taking 10 points of damage. And then if you are automatically failing or failing it, you are taking 21 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So Malik, you succeed, so you're only taking 10.
So you said I do take the 10 though, right?
Right, because you're
Cool.
just succeeding. You're not avoiding entirely. All right, and that was the lair action, and then I'm going to.
So the dragon failed, so the dragon takes it as well.
Yeah, takes all of that damage, all of the fire damage that it's immune to.
20 something, right?
Yeah, all that fire
It's immune
damage that it's immune to. Yeah.
It's immune.
How? Okay. I didn't.
Why would a red dragon not be immune to fire?
No, the white dragon.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah, the white dragon. Sorry. Apologies. Yeah, take the damage.
So I take 21.
Yeah. Oh, you don't benefit from evasion because you're a dragon now.
I'm a dragon, baby. That's
I mean,
all
he
right.
has. I'd like to say, as
had
a
like
dragon,
300
he had 333 hit
I
points.
don't care.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. In between.
You forgot he was a giant dragon now.
Yeah.
Roar.
In between the lair action and shade, it's going to use Dragon Spellfire and regain a 3rd level spell slot. Specifically, the counter spell just used. All right, Shade, you're up. At the start of your turn, dexterity saving throw.
14.
It's a failure by 1, so you'll take all 20 of these d6.
Legendary or Indomitable.
You can use Indomitable, yeah,
17.
that'll work.
Nice.
So you'll be taking half of this 20d6. So, really bad rolls, really bad. You're only taking 21 points of damage, and then you can take your turn as normal. Treat the magma as difficult terrain. All right, and then
I attack some more.
run up and attack. All right, swing, swing, swing.
We can take this guy down. He ain't got nothing on us.
You're doing
I don't
really
think the
well.
19 hits.
It does not.
17 on the second attack. No. 20.
No.
What the?
One more.
What?
Brings me
I didn't roll over a 5.
Oh, a quick note too. If you use the cantrips, I know they don't look as good, but they do all their damage on one strike, so you don't have to swing multiple times, and they do just about as much damage and give you a benefit. So, just a note. Just a note. I do admire the Berserk Barrage, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be flaring out too well in your.
Hey, he's dedicated to his art.
It's fair. It's fair.
We cannot criticize the man for that.
Elamroth, you're up.
I take a knee and I start praying to my god, and I'm going to use Planar Ally.
Okay. Which is
Nice.
you summon
All right.
It's a something of my god, a demon or an angel or whatever it is.
Okay.
It's your choice.
Well, no, what's the CR is what I'm trying to get at.
I don't know that one.
Hold on a second. This stuff would load.
I'm looking it
Planar
up
Ally
for you
takes
if
10
you.
minutes to cast.
It does take 10 minutes to cast.
Sorry, Bubby. That's something you want to do.
So
That's something you want to do on the
dumb.
You probably should have cast that when you were entering. It's okay.
It sucks.
Yeah, I was trying to coordinate you guys.
That would have been
set up.
so awesome if you pulled that off.
Yeah.
I know. I was holding on to that for a long time. Can I use inspiration to make it faster? Come on, speed this thing up.
You could cast Wish.
I don't have that.
No.
I've used both my wishes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all good, buddy. You
Both.
you use your wishes for good things.
Both of those.
Okay, so then first I'm going to do my healing word on myself because
It'll be your spell for the turn.
it's a bonus.
You can't cast 2 spells in a turn if they're leveled spells.
Oh, okay. So that one fizzled then.
No. If you're casting Healing Word, your action will not be able to be casting a spell, is what I'm trying to tell you. So be careful with what you're saying. If you want to cast Healing Word and do a cantrip, that's fine.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
The
Sacred
So
Flame
yeah,
or
it's
something.
the
Sure.
what?
You're going to cast a cantrip.
Yeah, the small one, the 1d4 plus 6.
No. Okay. Healing Word is a leveled spell. If you cast it as a bonus action during your turn, you cannot use your action to cast another spell unless that spell is a cantrip, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't cast 2 leveled spells on the same turn.
Right. So if you want to cast a healing spell, you better go all in. And if you're using your action to cast something else, you should probably cast a cantrip because that's all you can cast. You have some pretty good cantrips. They do like 4d8.
Well, that's what I was looking at because
Yeah.
healing word is one of my cantrips under my
Healing Word
in my
is not a...
spell.
Oh! No. It's not a cantrip. You're right. I apologize. 4th edition character. You can use Healing Word as a bonus action twice per encounter. Sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's what I was gonna do.
That's
so.
right. That's,
Oh, nice.
yeah, he's got...
So it's like an innate ability for him.
Yeah, he's got the dorky 4th edition. All the healers always had. You could use it
Gotcha.
twice. That's,
Nice.
He doesn't have any boons, but he's got that.
Yeah, I remember 4th Ed. Wait for someone to die.
Wait for somebody to die and then heal him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Win D&D. If this was a real 4th edition fight, though, this game would have been, we still unlocked John Dupre's monster.
Yeah, I'd like to say, if this was 4th edition, I'm not sure I'd be up for like another 4 hours, guys.
So that is a bonus action, right? So I can still move and cast a spell.
Correct.
Or am I not? Okay.
That's accurate. I apologize. I forgot about the healing word twice per session.
I'll go out there, and then I'm going to cast Contagion on him. Where is contagion?
Shaft just gave me 100 bits to let you cast another spell, and we ended up not even looking at that, ruling that that's okay.
I'm here for entertainment, not rules following. I like that,
Yeah.
Shaft. I totally agree. Rule of cool.
You're right.
Chef, he saved every one of us.
Okay, so there we go. There's a bunch of bugs on you.
What'd you cast?
Insect plague.
Okay, and it deals what?
Nice.
Piercing damage?
20-foot radius out on a point. You can choose within range. Sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains in duration for the area. Light is obscure. Constitution saving throw. The creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful.
Gotcha. So succeed and half would be 9. Okay. All right. In between. So real quick, I didn't do it on the last turn because I'm a failure. I forgot to say it. But roll me a d6.
Who, me?
Yeah, sure.
Don't recharge
One.
that breath.
Okay.
Oh, good. He didn't recharge.
All right.
Unless John reversed it.
No.
It's a 1 and a 2 that recharges it.
All right. So the dragon, seeing that the dragon is currently being squared off against another dragon, and not being a dumb white dragon who doesn't know how to even spellcast good,
Doesn't even know how to dragon.
doesn't even know how to really dragon, is going to grapple the white dragon. So go ahead and make a contested strength athletics with my dragon,
Okay.
please.
I think you have like
Sure.
a plus.
I got a
Do you have-
12.
Well, wait. Is that your strength?
No, he cast it out from the white dragon. He rolled real bad.
Wait, that's 12 plus 0. There should be added. You should add strength to that.
It is adding strength.
It is adding
plus
strength.
0. Oh, no, wow. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's 12 plus
That's
0.
wrong. It says 26
wrong.
plus 0. 26 plus 0. So the stats are wrong.
Your strength is
You
a
should have
26.
plus 8 to that. So that
Plus
should be a
8.
total of 20.
Okay, that's fine. So my 29 succeeds. I grab a hold of the white dragon with my claws, and then as a part of my movement, I'm going to move with the dragon. However, I'm only moving the other dragon, and I'm shoving its face and body into Malik and the prismatic wall behind him. I need the white dragon to make some dexterity saving throws.
Well, I get the bonus, right? Don't I get the bonus?
Yeah.
You get Malik's bonus.
And Malik, I need you to
23.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you're killing me with these dex saves.
Yep.
So that's a
My worst.
17 plus 6 for you.
Yeah, I got 23.
Okay. So hold on. a
Although,
second.
again, that didn't add in the white dragon
Hold on
stat,
a
so
second.
that's.
Give me the Malik.
No, I rolled for the dragon. The dragon has
no,
got a
no.
plus 0.
There's two things happening here. Hold on a second. So
Yeah.
Malik, 15 plus 6 is 21, right?
Right.
So failure.
I'm going to burn inspiration so that Malik uses that 24.
Okay. Smooth. So Malik, you kind of dodge to the side. So see that little space in between you and the two dragons?
Yeah.
You're in that space.
Also, this is a dexterity saving throw for the dragon, correct?
Correct, because now it's in the wall.
Okay, that's 17 plus 6 because you have a plus 6 to dexterity saving throw.
Plus
So,
another
dragon.
6. Plus another 6 for the buff, right?
So 17 plus 12.
Okay, so that
So
succeeds.
that'll pass.
So yellow will do lightning damage. Looks like half will be 19 lightning damage to the white dragon. Go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw.
Who, me or him?
The dragon. You're out of the. I was trying to shove you
All right.
via
16?
the white dragon. 16 total.
16.
Okay.
Well, no, it will also be 12, so that'd be 22.
Success.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
you're still within Malik's aura, so it's 6 plus 6.
20,
Because
25.
oh no, wait, that's 6. Hold on a second. No, wait, I'm wrong. Sorry, that is 16. Because he did actually
16.
dex save.
So hold
Yep.
on a second. Back up. The last one was it a.
The last one was just a dexterity check. This one's a dexterity save. This one was done correct, so it's
Okay,
plus 6.
This is actually a fail.
got it. So then on this one, you're taking 46 points of poison damage. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Is the white dragon immune to cold damage?
White dragon is immune to cold.
Okay, so the blue line does nothing. Go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw.
What? How come so many saves?
I'm
Because
shoving
there's
you into a
multiple
prismatic
levels
wall.
of the robe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. 22,
That'll succeed, so you're not restrained. And go ahead and make one more.
14.
Blind.
Oh, fuck me.
Shit.
To be fair, you do at least know which general direction that the other dragon is, and you have a breath weapon.
Oh,
And
I was going to use the breath weapon. I didn't want to get everybody else.
I've shoved half, or a little less than half, just about like a fourth of the dragon in through the wall. If you remain in the wall, or you start your turn in the wall, you'll be taking the damage as well and making the saves again.
Oh,
Being a big
shit.
target that isn't immune to its own spell is kind of a problem.
On the bright side, Andy, as soon as you run out of dragon hit points, you go back to whatever hit points you were
Yeah,
at.
no. This is all fine because basically
Yeah.
I'm just sucking up his attack. So screw
You're just
you,
soaking
dragon.
up damage right
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Ready for the fun
Screw
part?
you, dragon.
That was its first attack of 3. I'm gonna bite Malik.
Oh, bite me.
Oh, no, you're not.
Bite me, John. No, you bite me.
Are you immune?
Bite me, John.
Are you immune to fire damage? Malik,
No.
you're gonna be
I
taking
am not.
37
The
points
worst.
of damage. And
37 damage.
Yep.
Damn.
What was the 2 hit?
32?
That'll probably hit, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and Elamroth is within 30 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and make an attack against him.
Damn.
28 versus Elamroth.
Of course.
A chain whip with a flail ball head flies out of its chest, slams into you, and drags you 30 feet straight towards the dragon. And you take 14 points of piercing damage and 3 points of lightning damage. And that is her turn.
Okay, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay. Uh, 22.
Okay. The 15 then, and half.
Okay. Wait, what's this from again? Oh, the
Insect
bugs.
plague.
No. Sorry. It's at the start of the turns. I took the damage already.
Oh, it says at the end of the turn if you
It is the end?
if you move into it at the end of your turn.
Okay. So then, yeah. I
Because you
guess-
took it on my turn,
That's right.
and then yeah.
That's
So
right.
this is the second time taking it.
Okay.
Nice.
Because you created it on her, right? Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's a concentration spell, right?
Concentration, yes.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw versus 17 half. No, so it's just 10. 10 or better on your con saving throw.
Plus the 6 from being in the aura, I'm good.
Basically, you didn't roll a 1, right?
No, I
Yeah.
rolled a 5.
Cool. All right, cool. When Viron, you are still currently in light. If you step down 1, you'll be outside of it, and you can hide and then bolt out and stab for sneaky.
There is no Environ. There is
It's a
just the
dragon.
dragon.
Oh, right.
There is only
dragon.
dragon.
And I'm really pissed.
So sorry, dragging up. Start of your turn. Let's deal with the wall. Dexterity saving throws, please.
30.
That's fine.
So I'm blind, right?
19. You're
Well,
already
this
blind.
is lightning damage.
So this is lightning damage. So it'll be 19 for half. Is halved. That's the half number. And then another one.
Another deck save.
Mm-hmm.
17.
I don't have. I don't have cons or any more inspiration.
I do. I'll use it. I'll burn my own inspiration.
Okay. So you save. It'll only be 15 points of poison damage. And then one more. Since you're already blind, I only need one more.
19.
You are restrained by the wall. So not only are you going to be taking damage at the start of every turn because you're in the wall, you are now locked in the wall.
This is so good.
You can.
Wait,
I'm going to use
still
the breath
attacking?
weapon.
Hold on.
I'm going to use the breath weapon.
Wait. One more thing. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a crit fail.
Yep. Take.
Worst idea ever.
Hey, this was a good idea. I can't help it that he shoved you in a wall.
91
screwing
points of
with me.
fire damage.
Okay.
Because I forgot half your body's in the magma.
And I could still attack when restrained, no?
Right. And one last thing. Sorry. Apologies. You are currently drowning. Because no, real quick. Let me explain. The air here is non-existent. So the people who are wearing bands can breathe fine. Because you polymorphed, you are currently effectively drowning. Which means you can persist for a number of turns equal to your Constitution score. So you should be able to fight without breathing for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, the dragon has a decent amount of con points.
I have
just
a
wanted to
plus
make sure-
14.
Yeah, you understood what it meant to be non.
Yeah, it has +8,
Right.
and it's soaking up damage right now. So
That's
Yep.
fine.
Oh, it's soaking a shit ton.
I know the direction that
You're
the
gonna breathe.
dragon is at because he was just screwing around with me. I'm gonna.
Okay. So, what's the cone size? 90 feet?
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Okay. So you're
But
gonna.
I'm like point blank.
No. Yeah, you're gonna have to choose either Shade and Malik or Elamroth. One of those two parties are getting hit.
Uh,
I might know that
Actually,
Malik
no.
is resistant.
I'm gonna be nice here. Make a perception check. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be real nice.
a dragon perception check.
Dragon's perception, because you are a dragon. Yeah.
Where? How do I do that? Is that just wisdom?
Unless it has a perception skill.
I got
it
it.
has a perception +13. You rolled
I,
a 1.
I rolled a 1 again.
All right. So roll a d6. And,
So that's
hold
14
on.
total.
Before you roll a d6, Chody, high or low?
Low.
Okay. Roll a d6, Andy. All right. So
4.
that'll be hitting Malik and Shade. So go ahead and throw your breath weapon. Shade, you have advantage on the saving throw versus the check here. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw with advantage. Malik, you do not have advantage.
Yeah, Andy, you might have to just roll 16d8.
Actually, guys, I have an advantage on con saves. I didn't notice it until earlier. It was a part of my boon for my god.
So you saved, Joe.
I
And
rolled
you saved Kevin.
18 and a 20. Holy
You
shit.
saved. With the
I'm
plus
resistant
6.
to cold. So it's good that you hit me. Because I saved and I'm resistant, so.
Andy,
Yes.
are you rolling the 16d8? Because the thing's not going to roll it by itself.
I will be happy to do.
I just want to make sure that we actually do this damage. Ooh, that's not terrible.
69. So if you save, you take, what, 34?
Yeah.
And then if you're resistant, you take half again, right? So that's not so bad. What, half of 34 is like, what, 17? I don't know, something like that.
It's about 17, yeah.
About 17, right? That's not bad. I'll take it if he's taking it.
Did
I'm
he
sure
save,
he's gonna
John?
save.
Hold on a second. Sorry.
Oh, white dragons.
Two even dragon, bro. Bro.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. It's DC 22, you said? And it's con?
Yeah. Con.
Alright, 31. So I take half, and then I take half.
Okay, so you take 14.
Cool.
Or no, 17.
Cool. Yeah, I'm a demon.
I mean, still,
Uh,
every little bit of damage helps, right, John?
There you go.
no, I get it. Yeah. But I believe quotations earlier on who is a bitch dragon were woefully incorrect. I believe the bitch dragon is Andy.
I said I'm a dragon, bitch. Not you're a
So,
forget it.
real quick, trip down memory lane. There was a black dragon that was basically threatening a friend of ours named Daniel Bunnell, and with murder. And he cockily said to the thing to its face while it was holding him in its grasp, "You're not a black dragon. You're a bitch dragon." And so the black dragon just, I mean, I had no choice but to just squish. So every time a dragon comes up, it's usually you're not a X dragon, you're a bitch dragon.
That's pretty awesome.
Anyway, Zelbor,
Right.
plural.
So, I would like to say that Zelbor Prime just realized that his one true love is in grave, grave danger.
Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
oh. Roll a d100.
So much danger.
Roll a d100.
Roll a d100.
Yeah, do me a favor. Roll a d100.
Don't you take our love away.
Yeah, come on, man.
No. I have something.
That's a 23.
Okay, so if you'd rolled under a 20,
I had something.
well, yeah, if you'd rolled under a 20, Zelbor the duplicate would be in love with you, and you would be in love with Elamroth, creating a love triangle.
Oh my gosh, that
If-
would have been amazing.
If you rolled a 21 to a 50, both Zelbors are in love with Elamroth.
That
and
works.
If you rolled over that, Simulacrum Zelbor would have been cleaned of
Well,
the
wait a second.
effects.
But the effects don't transfer when I do a simulacrum. It's
They don't at all?
just
Because
no.
You created it on the fly, though.
Well, yeah,
I
but
want
it does,
two
like
people to
effects
love me.
shouldn't be.
They both love you, but they won't. One has to love you. The other one just kind of idly loves you, for flavor.
That works fine. Anyway, Zelbor Prime's going to fly over
All right,
and cast Dimension Door.
grabbing Elamroth and getting out of there.
Yeah, grabbing Elmaroth and ditching down to like this area right here.
Sounds good. And then back up Zelbor.
And then backup Zelbor is going to do what backup Zelbor does. And he is... You know what? He is also going to cast Crown of Stars and use his bonus action to chuck one of those motes at the guy.
So there's now like a dozen stars. Go ahead. Well, no, a few less because the crown's not present.
And that's a 32 to hit.
That'll work. Damage.
So that's 17 radiant damage.
You ready for the exciting part?
So both Zelbors have crowns.
You ready for the excite? Let me do my math here. So half is gonna be 200.
That's hilarious.
200. Yep, and that'll just. do it.
Andy, what's Dragon Andy at for health? Really quick.
122.
Okay, you bloodied Ashmedea
Ooh, cool.
as a reaction. Again, and I don't know if you caught on to this. She gains a reaction every turn. So what I mean when I keep on saying every cycle, she has a reaction for every turn. That said, she's going to burn her reaction now to use Bloodied Breath. She recharges her breath weapon and uses it immediately.
Interesting.
She will, because I can angle the cone any way I like, I'm going to hit Malik, I'm going to hit the White Dragon, and I'm going to hit backup Zelbor.
Nobody hits backup Zelbor.
Okay, backup Zelbor has...
Backup Zelbor has advantage on the saving throw because there's a White Dragon effectively in between him and her. Malik does not, and the White Dragon certainly doesn't. So Dex saving throws from the three of you, please.
That's only an 18 from backup Zelbor.
And not so good on the Dragon Breath roll this time around.
It's
So-
only 350 points, guys. Not that good.
No, it's only 95.
I got
I failed. I got a
I need to take a
95
get
points of
something.
fire damage to the dragon.
dragon's still standing.
So wait, how much damage did you do? You said
95 points, so halved would be. Oh, you didn't.
47?
You did pass. 40.
7, right?
40. 48.
You rounded it up, right?
No, ran it down.
Or is it 47 would
Nine-
be rounded down,
No,
wouldn't it?
yeah, 47. Sorry. My
That's all
brain
right.
wasn't
Just
working.
1 hit point. We'll probably all
Yeah.
have 1 hit point left.
So 47 if you saved, which Malik and Zelbor did, and then the dragon took the full brunt of it.
well, and also Zelbor would have the
Advantage.
would fake Zelbor have the well, no, the fire resistance.
Oh yeah, it's a tiefling. The duplicate is still Zelbor.
Right. So 47 half would be a number that I'll figure out in a second.
Okay.
23.
All right. Cool. And that was a reaction to Zelbor. On 20, it'll be lair action time. Everybody make a. I think I'm using my third one on this one. Hold on. Because I've done. Boom. Yeah, it should be the 5th or 4th round. So lair action number 3. All right, the 4 vents, the volcano-looking things, start spewing volcanic gases out in a mass. If you're within 20 feet of one of those volcanic things or a smoke square, make a Constitution saving throw.
What type of damage is that? Is it poison?
No damage yet.
Well,
30,
I mean,
32.
I don't take poison damage, so
No, I know.
bummer.
Oh,
All right,
you're
I
not
got
within
28.
20 feet of a vent anyway.
Oh, okay.
All right, within 20 feet of event, take what sort of save?
Constitution saving throw. This would be Shade, backup Zelbor, regular Zelbor, and Elamroth that are making these saves.
And
got a
dragon, no?
Yeah.
And you said
Dragon is
Alright.
within 20. Yep.
Regular Zelbor 21, backup 15.
Backup 15. Okay.
Hello. Hey, could you give me some water, please?
That backup Zelbor is poisoned
I'm
until the end of the next turn, and as long as they are poisoned by this effect, they are incapacitated.
not by a vent, man.
Okay.
The smoke beneath you. Sorry.
Oh, that counts too.
Yeah, I said a smoke square. Yep.
Okay, so you said Constitution
DC is
8.
that's gonna be a
Much
failure.
higher than that.
So you are incapacitated. You're poisoned for 1 turn, and you're incapacitated for that turn. At the end
Hey
of your
guys,
turn,
at least on the bright side, we know this thing is bloodied. So we've got it down to what, half health?
at the end of your turn, you will restart your initiative. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Elamroth, your turn passes. Or sorry, Shade, your turn goes. Bring it. Actually, hit something this time, please.
Wow!
Could you?
Shade thrown.
Shade thrown at Shade.
Shade throwing at shade, yeah.
Have some twisted eye.
Swing it.
20.
That's a miss by 2.
Miss.
22 is the magic number,
Uh,
by the way.
Bonus action attack 20. 20 slashing damage.
That'll do it. 20, you said, slashing damage? Sweet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Action surge.
Okay, yeah, you get it.
I'm going to teleport right in front of the heart, the gash that the mace has been coming out of.
Okay.
Can I go in? Can I jump in the hole?
Sure.
I jump in the hole.
It burns
I'm
you.
inside of her.
Oh, no, inside of its chest? No.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's not a thing.
Alright, well then I attack that spot.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
It's going to be a full round of attacks since it's an action surge.
You can also do a spell as well, but yeah.
18 on the first attack.
Mm-mm.
Second attack's a miss. Third attack's a miss. And 14 damage on the last attack.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It wasn't 18 to hit, it was 18 damage. Alright, so.
Yeah. 32 damages.
Right. If it makes you feel any better, I'm in the hundreds.
Nice. All right, guys. Who has power word kill?
No,
You do.
not yet. I'll let you know. Elmroth, you're
I
up.
don't have power word kill.
Oh.
I'm incapacitated, or is this the next one?
Oh, sorry, that is this round. Yep, and so you're done with that. And then it'll go to the dragon. All right. I am going to somebody roll a d6 real quick. Get that out of the way.
Jody, dude. You've been so good about not letting him recharge.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh,
Did
on,
it
man.
recharge?
Hey, it's a random roll. It's not my fault. It's
Well-
the computer's.
I'm gonna shoot it straight down the barrel again. Dragon, Malik, and backup Zelbor.
Backup Zelbor might be dead, guys.
Roll your checks.
Which type of check is this again?
Dex.
jump out the way!
28 for backup.
28.
Oh, 100 on the nose. All right, so 100 damage. It'll be halved, so on all three of you, so 50.
42, or sorry, 25 for backup Zel.
Okay,
so,
the white dragon is gone.
okay, so just
Can you
yeah, you'll put Winviron into any space that it would be in, and then any damage that would have been left over.
Yes,
You drop into yourself. Yep.
done. Okay,
And then
I
when
take
Vera
that,
can
that
be
the
in
evasion
any
doesn't
spot that
apply.
you were
Right.
there. So I would not recommend landing in the lava.
And honestly,
Yeah.
that's a good enough turn for me. So Malik, go ahead.
John, can you roll your Constitution save? No, I'm incapacitated. Never mind, I'm good.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
out.
It doesn't drop your concentration.
Oh, okay, cool. Then you want to roll that Constitution, man?
Go ahead and roll your damage. I succeeded.
9.
So 4.
Shit rolls.
Yeah, that's fine. Malik.
All right, I'm gonna try to steal a kill here and try to fly up to this thing
We're not even
after you
close.
guys have been beating the crap out of it, and like basically getting it square because I'm flying.
Yeah, can you smite it already?
And
Because it's the demon.
I'm going to smite the crap out of it.
Thanks.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Give it to me.
So first attack is a, Holy Strike.
Okay, so Holy Strike is the spell you're casting on your turn. It's not an
Oh.
attack type. So if you want to hit it multiple times, you're going to swing
Then-
twice. If you want to hit it with a
Okay.
really powerful attack, Holy Strike is the way to go.
All right.
Holy Strike
I
hitting
would
is
like
going to
to
do more damage than you could do regularly on a single attack.
But can I do like a Holy Strike and a Bolstering Strike, or
No.
just one or the other?
Because
Okay.
Holy Strike counts as casting a spell.
All right.
And on all honesty, it's better than attacking twice.
All right. Maybe I'll Holy Strike it then. What
Alright.
the hell?
Swing
Holy
element.
Strike. All right, 225s plus. Oh,
Okay.
is that with all the bonuses added? I
Yeah.
guess.
So
Was that hit?
it'll be 7 points of radiant damage from
Right.
the extra. Roll another d8. For some reason, it's
No,
only-
that counts for the. I think that already counts as
Okay.
divine.
Oh, that's right,
increased
that's right.
Divine smite.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But I do have to. I'm going to do a
15.
level 4 smite, so I have to add that in.
15 plus 17 is 32, and then go ahead and add an extra d8. Count it as a fiend, actually, or whatever the divine smite trigger is for that, and then whatever spell level you're throwing into it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do a divine smite, so that's an extra
What level?
5d8. Level 4. That's
Okay.
5d8, an extra 5d8.
Got
So I'll just roll that as here, 5d8. Boom. So it's all that, and the 22 is radiant, of course.
Okay.
A lot of it's radiant.
You said 22 was the smite damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 22 is a smite
All
plus 4 from it being a fiend, and then 17 from the initial attack, and that's a lot of damage. Yeah, and then 8 and 7.
It's a bit. It's a bit. It's not 60.
That's a lot.
But yeah, it's a bit.
It's not that much, yeah.
Yeah, solid hits. Okay.
But I'm in big trouble.
And then you
because
have a
I'm
bonus-
hurting pretty bad.
Bonus action?
I do have a bonus action. Boy, I guess I'll use.
You're an
I'll
angel of
use,
mercy for him. You could lay on hands.
Yeah,
Big trouble in Little China.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands on Shade because he's
Yeah.
gonna take it down, and then I'm gonna get. Then I can heal somebody else the same amount.
Correct.
So I will heal. Where's the cleric? She's too far away, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
outside of
cleric's
your-
too far away.
All right, I'll do it to myself then because
it's a he.
she's too far away.
He's too
So
far
it'll
away.
be 60 for each of us.
Yep.
Does that sound
Nice.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, so you see a stream of radiant energy kind of shoot down to Shade, and then snap back onto Malik, like someone was using like a Caduceus beam.
Nice.
Anyway, that's cool. When Viron, there's an ally adjacent to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally attack
But
this thing.
Before you go, can you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw?
Why?
Well, actually,
Sorry.
he was already blind.
Oh,
But
yeah.
wait, does that apply if you switch forms?
It still applies.
Yeah.
You don't lose anything,
That's right.
so you are
Um,
still blind. You
I
could
forgot
still
about
attack.
that.
It would just be at disadvantage. Right, John?
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to sneak attack.
So, my elven accuracy gives me advantage on any dex attack rolls. Does it cancel out?
It will, and normally disadvantage would stop having any disadvantage would stop you from sneak attacking. But because that's the case of it, I'll allow for you to sneak attack because you have an ally adjacent. That's fine.
So, but I was really asking, like, it would cancel out the disadvantage of the attack.
Yeah, I'm allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. 24 to
Nice.
hit.
Yep. And then roll sneak attack.
Hey, sneak attack. That'll be nice. Scanning. I'm right here. Nice.
So not horrible.
Yeah, I anticipated a lot more damage from the paladin and the rogue. To be fair.
Yeah, I was doing stuff most of the battle.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I'm surprised she's lasted this long. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, Zelbor,
Right. So,
double disintegrate.
well, double or Zelbor secondary is out of or is incapacitated because
Oh,
of
right.
poison, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Zelbor, I would like to say, kisses Elamaroth on the cheek and says, "I'll be back, sweetie," because gotta stay classy.
Mhm.
And then backs out of range of counterspell, casts Disintegrate, which
Mhm.
again gets upcasted, and then bonus action casts Crown of Stars.
All right.
And I believe I've got 3 more stars left on my head.
Oh.
And that's a 32 to hit for the
wow.
star.
Yeah, I saved against the disintegrate, so I take half, right?
You take half. And that's 29 radiant from the Crown of Stars.
37. And 29 rating, you said?
29 radiant.
All right. She's looking like she's pretty wounded.
Woo!
All right. Everybody on a 20, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Technically, Zelbor's still flying. Does he have to make that one?
No, DC only if you're grounded. DC 15 on this one.
Oh, okay.
What if
Second
I'm laying
Zelbor
down?
gets a natural 20.
Yeah, if you're already laying down, that's fine. This knocks you prone.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so that works on no one. Cool. And then in between the lair action and shade, the dragon will. I'm going to make an attack against. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna make an attack against Elamroth. 30 feet away? No, outside of 30 feet. Too far away. So I'm just gonna make an attack against Shade. I don't like Shade. All right. So hit 29, and damage will be. Oh, why didn't I set this up to automatically roll the damage? I was gonna take a deck. 27 points of damage. Sorry. All right, and that's your up.
That was a reaction, you said?
Legendary action.
So that was your turn?
No,
Okay.
I can take 4 random actions, like at any point I want, in between anybody's initiative, because it's legendary actions. Normally it's
That's a big
3,
dragon.
Because
but she's 2 creatures.
Dog pow!
I will embolden Malik and win Viron to make a melee.
Okay. So when Viron, you're making your attack with disadvantage, and Malik,
Why?
you're still blind.
Yeah, but I have the elven accuracy.
Yeah, elven accuracy happens for 1 attack.
Okay.
Hey, can I use my inspiration to make that a 24?
Yeah,
So it hits?
24 will hit. Yeah,
It's not a lot of damage, but
well,
I'll
you
do it
can.
anyways.
Can you pour
I
a smite
smite
into
it?
that?
yeah, you can pump a smite into
I'm
it.
not sure. Oh, I'll pump a 4th level smite into it. Too,
Andy, if
definitely.
you want to spend your inspiration, you would be going with a 31 instead of the 18.
I already spent it.
It's a sad day.
I'll use my inspiration for Andy.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Pump your smite, please, and give me
It's
your
5d8, so pop
yep.
it here, boom. See if it, there it rolls. Yeah, 21, that's worth it. Nice.
There's no sneak attack, right?
No. You already used your sneak attack this turn.
Right.
All right.
And bonus action for me. No.
And 21. And the 21 will miss.
Yes, it will.
Oh, no worries. It just finally loaded. Okay, so I would like for Wenviron, Malik, and Shade. Let's see here. Is Elamroth within 60 feet?
I don't see Elmra.
Yep.
And backup Zelvor? And real Zelvor, are you within 60 feet of the creature?
Real Zelbor is outside of 60
Yep.
feet because I want to be outside counterspell range.
Alright, so what you see happen is Shade kind of drops down, points, and says something in kind of like a strange tongue. And powered like psychic magic enters into Malik's mind. He drives the trident down into the top of the dragon's head, floating atop it. The dragon starts to whirl and kind of try and reel from the attack. And then when Viron kind of comes in and stabs kind of like near the pelvis of the dragon and kind of digs outwards, as that happens, you see a pair of clawed hands kind of exit out of the hole in the chest and start peeling outwards. And the massive dragon starts to become like magical fire, and then it detonates. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw except for Zelvor, real Zelvor.
The chest burster coming out.
Woo!
19 for
22!
Fake Zel.
I failed.
All right. Ooh, that's the biggest one.
You all get +6 now.
No, I got a 1, though. I got a
Oh,
1.
yeah.
DC still 22.
I mean, that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it!
Fake Zel fails.
All right.
So this would be evasion would apply, though, right?
Correct. You'll be taking half.
Malik looks over. Did I do that?
And I'll go ahead and roll this out in the open just so you see it live.
Fake Zel's going to be dead. Got like 42 hit points left.
All right.
Yeah, Fake Zel's gone.
That's the lowest one I've rolled so far. If you succeeded, you'll be taking half, so 42 points of damage. If you failed,
Yes, Malik, Fake Zel is gone.
you'll be taking the
Your one
whole
true
brunt.
love.
Elamroth, you'll be taking half. So I think you all survive.
Yeah.
Except for Fake Sale.
Except for fake Zell. It's okay. He was going to die in like 8 minutes and like 30 seconds anyway.
All right. The dragon.
Was that considered an? I'm sorry. Is that considered an attack?
No.
Okay.
No. It's basically a breath weapon, but it's 100 or 360 degrees outwards. It's detonating. Anyways, completion of that. But as the fire subsides and like the whole of the heart, Avarice's heart stops shaking.
You see Sephiroth in front of you.
Standing in the mass of the exploded dragon, you can still see the spectral form of the dragon kind of looming, and you can see a massive fiend in black armor with a flail in hand, and he appears to be holding something in his other hand. As he kind of stands there, he looks to you all. So, you've released me. Take them. And throws a bunch of stones out onto the ground. If you wish to unseat me, feel free to try. But as long as she remains dead, my throne will be mine. It's mine. By blood. By right. But if you wish to quarrel, then let's do it. The stones that hit the ground, Zelvor, from this distance you can tell are the rune stones from the Moonblade, Stashiano's Moonblade.
Yeah. Let's fuck shit up!
The other thing you notice is after you're kind of standing here for a couple of moments, the prismatic wall fades away.
Cool.
I would like for everybody to go ahead and make a perception check.
8! That's terrible.
23.
Ellenroth standing amidst the treasure that's been thrown up and fallen and everything. Apparently, upon the falling down, one piece kind of stood above the rest. There's a massive greatsword, white blade, elvish hilt and design, and from what you recall of seeing Thorn Stashianotle's greatsword or Moonblade, the one that went missing 500 years ago, the one that those runestones belong to, that white sword is an exact duplicate of that sword, except the blade is white instead of black.
Oh man. I'm going to point it out and tell the other people what that is, and in a very teaching-friendly tone as we're,
Zelvor, you're confused, to be sure. You maneuver to kind of pick up the runestones, taking a glance at them, looking them over, and you notice that the stones have been changed. The rune markings aren't what they're supposed to be. It looks like the symbols have been altered by something. Looks like the fine carvings of elvish make have been kind of twisted and broken out, like someone just took a jagged implement and changed the rune markings on them. The magic appears to be changed as well. It would seem that these stones have been corrupted. The other thing that's very strange about it is it looks like the elvish runes no longer represent words as you were told they were meant to. One saying celerity, one saying fortification, and kind of representing the powers that they gave the wielder of the blade when they were imbued inside of the sword. They now seem to represent names.
Names.
True names.
Interesting.
Names given to a soul on its birth.
Is the guy in the armor still there, or did he disappear?
He's standing there waiting for you to leave.
I'll tell the group that our goal was to get rid of this dragon. I feel that we should each take one of them and spread them out. If they come together again, the dragon could be reborn, and that would completely nullify our mission.
Wise decision. I think
Seems
that's
fair.
a good idea.
Is it your intent to leave this place?
Yeah.
Nothing more than just ripping off a band-aid as you tear the bands on your wrists and reappear back at the gate of Kazmakalau. Kneeling.
We brought the stones with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We each took a stone. Is that correct?
There are
Or
a
is
total
that
of 12.
Everybody okay with that?
Or
Okay.
Total of 12.
Well,
Before we go, I want to look at Molag and tell him to honor the covenant.
Leave my heart. This is mine. Mine. And you understand that it doesn't sound like he cares about anything besides residing in this place.
Also, did any one of us take the sword, or is that staying here?
I would take the sword
If
with
you
us
start to
back.
approach the sword, Molag moves in between you and the pile, standing on the bridge in between it and you. It says, mine!
Okay, I'm not going to do that. I only have 6 hit points. I'm not doing much.
So here's a question, John.
Mm-hmm.
Really quickly, could I dimension door, grab the sword, and rip the thing off while I'm holding the sword?
Is everybody tearing their bands off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teleport, you're casting Dimension
Yeah.
Door and then pulling the band.
Yeah, I'm going to cast dimension door, grab the sword, and pull the band.
He casts Counter Spell. Dimension Door is a 4th level spell. I rolled a 1.
Please tell me.
Yeah!
Nice.
You grab a hold
Hold
of the white sword
sword.
as you appear, and you see him angry. You look at him, give him just a grin, and tear the band as you and the white sword disappear.
Yes!
You reappear back at the gate of Kazmakalau. Kneeling nearby, kind of like pressed against a stone, kind of hobbled, is Dryson, wounded, kind of looking at you. I'm sorry. A misstep. It won't happen again.
These things do happen on occasion.
He
You
looks,
served your part.
he looks to you. Balcard wants you to meet with him at the council. I've already received my scolding. And at that, you take the white sword, the handful of soul stones which you've separated amongst this company. You have a total of 12. It would have been a group of 6 members, so each person would have 2. Do you give Dryson 2 of the stones, or do you keep the other 2 amongst yourselves?
I'd say we give Dryson the other 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dryson has 2 stones. Shade has 2 stones. Viron has 2 stones. Etc., etc., etc. And the white sword is currently held by Zelvar. And Ashmedea is dead and cannot return to the material plane or manifest in her throne for 100 years. She still technically rules that seat. However, in her wounded state, is the best way to describe it, Molag rules in that place instead. The council will have discussion about what has happened here. It will happen off screen. It might have repercussions in the game, but choices that were made here will certainly have repercussions in the 2 games that will be running moving forward. Check us out on Friday nights normally
Really?
for Soul and Swords, and Sunday night we'll be restarting the Deceiver's Tools, hopefully on the 15th. So keep an eye out for that. And thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream.
Hey, thanks for running.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.